welcome everyone to the Wednesday night. Why did I just start laughing when I looked down at Phillip and I just started laughing?
I'm funny.
How funny am I? Funny like a clown? Do I amuse you?
Funny, haha.
Oh, yes, this is the Wednesday Night Live show, and tonight is Trivia Night. We're bringing it back, and I noticed it's exactly 1 month since the last trivia show. It's like perfect timing. It's perfect timing.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're waiting on Paul. Paul, I DM'd him, and he wrote, "Oh, shit." And so I guess he forgot. so he will be here any minute.
I think that's like Australian for my apologies. I am typically very punctual.
Yeah.
Please forgive me.
Yeah.
I'm not accustomed to drinking alcohol.
Yeah, we got to give it. I mean, it is summer there. He's enjoying it. It's in Australia, so he's running a little bit late. Probably fishing. Hopefully, he wasn't on a boat somewhere and then realized, oh shit, yeah, and then that would be bad. Then the champ up there, Tim, will have to go a solo.
I have to ride by the seat of my pants for a little bit.
Oh, see, Tim's a nice guy. Now, I would have said I don't need him anyway, or something real smart ass like that. Well, he just kind of slows me up.
No, I think he got some major questions right last time, so I sort of feel like he might have pulled us out of the cellar there. And
you guys made it.
Allison, I am very bad at this.
Yeah, you guys.
Well, then I'm happy you're not on my team.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, that last one. I mean, it looked bad.
I watched a little bit of the last trivia night.
We were getting crushed. Martha and Allison were crushing us. We looked like such simps. And then miraculously we
beginning, what started, trivia night did not necessarily end.
No, they got cocky too down there at the bottom. They did.
That was more Martha.
Allie had to keep reminding her there's 50 questions. Don't start that.
See, I was just lamenting the fact that I didn't have a chance to go to the store to get Coca-Colas, and now that I'm thinking maybe it was the lemonade that marked your downfall. Who knows? I don't know. I'm gonna do my best not to embarrass you, Allison.
You got this. I don't go too hard. Yeah, I don't go too hard on the questions.
We'll have fun. That's all that matters. Right?
If you haven't noticed, Phillip is joining us tonight, and he is going to be Allie's partner tonight, and they're going to take on the reigning champions, Tim and Paul, when Paul shows up. And
hi, everyone. Thank you for watching, and thank you for everything you do.
Everybody in the chat, Allie or Tim, who's winning tonight? Allie or Tim? Let us know in the chat whose team is going to win. They always pick Allie. I don't even know why I even bother doing these poll things, because it's just.
If Allie and Phillip win tonight, then it's going to set the stage for one hell of a championship.
Yeah. That's true. Real quick.
Oh, you mean to say that if
you guys win tonight, then it's tied up. It's 1-1.
Tied up.
And then here comes Paul.
Dun dun dun.
It'll be 1-1, and we'll have to go into the trenches. Yeah,
brother, we were just talking about how you might be fishing, and I'm so sorry to
Addie's already got his vote in.
Yeah, he's already gone.
No, he's rooting for Allie
I was not fishing.
All right,
I forgot it. I forgot about daylight saving over there.
Oh, yeah. You don't.
Yeah, we have that weird country where we do that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We do it as well. We're in daylight savings now as well.
Yeah.
So when it's the same time over there, everything comes forward here an hour and backwards over there.
Yeah, that's true. Matter. Well, tonight we have 50 questions, and each question is worth 1 point. Each team will have 30 seconds to answer the question. If they don't answer the question right, the other team gets to steal those points. And of course, true and false questions don't count for obvious reasons. It dies right there. Chat. Okay, chat. Listen up, guys. I know you know the answer, and you're just excited, and you want to write it in the chat box there. Please wait at least another 30 seconds so the other team can get a chance to answer it. Otherwise, I will have to give the other team a 0. So don't write your answers in the chat there, guys. Wait.
Text it to me privately.
Yeah, make fun of them after the question is done, and I get ready to start answering. Asking the second question. So yeah, don't help them out, guys. Don't help them out.
I promise there will absolutely be no cheating of any kind whatsoever. This is straight up. We have to. We have to all bring it up. No cheating. No Google.
No Google.
Whatever.
No Google button.
No
Okay,
Google.
I'm on a laptop, so that'd be super obvious.
Let me fix this. There we go. Now we are set, right? We got to put Allie down there. What do we got? Tim, real quick, say hello to everybody out there.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Wednesday Night Live Trivia Show. Trivia show number 2. Let's see who's hanging out. I can count to 2. Pam Spraggins, good to see you. How are you, dear? There's Addie Tooney in there. I know Addie's rooting for the other team, so I gotta say it with a straight face. Addie Tooney in the house. Yeah. Michael Redfern, good to see you. Who else is in here hiding out? I think that's it so far.
All right.
So,
all right.
Come on, we got enough to get started.
That's right. Before we get into trivia, we do have one advocacy post that we want to talk about. And let me make sure I get the right address to put in the chat box there. Hold on. Let me put that in there. Banner, chat, comments. And there it is. And let me put it up here. Present. I got to present my screen. All right, John Truncali. That'd be me, I think.
What's up, Bruni?
The entire screen. Where is it? I am looking. I'm retarded. Oh, you can't say that no more. I'm not.
Nope.
Yeah, there we go. Yes.
You can out yourself still, I think.
I am not myself. I need to finish drinking this Red Bull is what I need to do. Yes, the FDA is giving us a chance to speak out, and you have an opportunity to go in there and register to just be a viewer or to ask a question. I didn't realize, I thought this morning they did change it because it wasn't there, but I guess if you are just a consumer, you get an opportunity. There's a check. You got to push down the check box. I don't think I can do it on here because it'll show everything about my life in here. But Allie, you want to talk a little bit about this?
Yeah, so you can reserve a spot. You can actually make a comment. You can also submit comments later on, I guess. But you have to register and submit your comments by March 31st for the comment, right? And then register for the actual thing by the 12th.
Yeah, April 12th at 9:30, and wow, they're going from 9:30 to 5 p.m. Dude, they're going to be really tired over there. Have you guys? Is this something that we will see King at or no?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you will see him. Yeah, you will see him there. Okay. I was wondering who else they would have there other than him answering questions.
This is going to be a revolving door of different people at this event because hopefully there's going to be one of their science type people.
Science.
I'm really good at science.
Sorry, I had to say
from the basement.
Michael, basement parent living.
Hey, I started the hashtag Basement Lives Matter. I started that hashtag today. Basement Life Matters. Oh yeah.
I don't even have a basement.
Yeah, that's right.
We're trying to figure out here in Australia whether your basement is.
Basements are decidedly a northern thing. As far as
we have them here. I just don't own one.
I don't. Yeah, there's none. I think there's a few houses here, the older homes here in Modesto that have a basement. But yeah.
Just to clarify real quick, too, all requests to verbally comment must be received by March 31st.
By March 31st.
Yeah.
March to verbally comment.
Now, are they going to just be listening or actually responding to each individual question that
Both.
they allow in? Do you guys know? Both.
Yeah,
huh?
I would assume it's going to be. Yeah.
This will be very interesting because there's going to be industry from the tobacco side of things. There's going to be industry from the vaping side of things, from snus. This isn't going to be a closed shop event. This is going to cover everything that falls under their premise. And Phillip, we're still trying to figure out here in Australia whether a basement is where you park your car.
Oh.
No, hang on. It gets better. or that's where you hide when you're running away from your wife, or number 3, and I love this one the most, is that where your man cave is. That's what we've been asking here in Australia. That's we. Yeah,
If you live on the East Coast, a lot of guys' man caves are in the basement. A lot.
Yeah, basement was garage adjacent when I lived
in my grandparents' place outside of Boston. The basement was where you were cool in the summer because they did not have central HVAC, and that's where the bomb shelter is. So you have all these, and yes, the bar as well. So you have drinks in a very in a pleasant climate, and you can just shag ass into the bomb shelter if things should go atomic.
Yeah.
So that answers your question.
Okay, and the only thing that ever comes to mind with me is, that 70s show.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, you get high there too.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah,
That's pretty much how they're viewing us. That's how they meant it for sure.
Basements are great.
Who had that?
Basements with bars and essentially
2,000 square foot basement.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
man,
basement's usually the size of the size of the home.
Yeah,
it's the size of the home.
Yeah.
You literally turn it into an in-law apartment.
Yeah.
No. I would turn that into a workshop, a hidden workshop.
Yeah. If you're Italian,
build Trojan horses. That's a lot of space.
The hidden 2,000 square foot workshop. That's a lot of work.
If you're Italian and you live in South Philly, you make wine down there. That's what my grandfather used to make wine in the basement.
Amber, thank you.
Man sees further.
I wouldn't let my in-laws live in that. That's just what it's called, an in-law apartment. Like, I don't even
in-law basement.
I currently have
Why
no
do you think I
in-laws.
still have the free
But if I
floating
had
life
any
raft?
in-laws,
The
they
in-law
get the big
basement
fat
lasts only one
no.
lifetime.
No, you're not moving in. I'm too.
Seems like you can have the
I'm
basement.
too young to have old squatter parents living in my basement.
Basement dwellers.
Sucking the lifeblood out of me and eating everything in my refrigerator. No.
Tim tells all his guests, "Don't open that door. Don't let him out. Don't let him out."
Oh, Amber's coming up with some crackers. I love that.
I agree with what Tim just said. Whatever.
Well, that was
I grew up so I could get away from you. Didn't you figure this out by now?
that's the hot house here in the valley. That's what's been
me,
big for the last probably the last 9 years
Don't
was
get me wrong.
the homes with the in-law quarters. They're 5-bedroom homes with 4 bedrooms upstairs and then a full master suite downstairs for the in-laws. Yeah.
Let's say down Abbey doesn't have enough square footage to house me and my in-laws. No, sir.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do it.
Well, the other problem is you'd be downstairs every 5 minutes because they don't know how shit works.
Yeah, or they'd be.
I'd be
Can you come
changing
down
batteries,
here?
just putting them in the right way in like
yeah.
a tiny little clock.
Look, I'm only going to show you this one fucking time, all right?
How do you shut off the closed captioning? That's the one I can't stand. The closed captioning is on. How do I shut it off?
You have the 2 AA batteries that have been in the same clock for so long. They have a layer of like frost over them from sleeping. And they wonder why that shit's not working. Yeah, that one.
I used to tell my mom, it's just like, you guys didn't have fucking batteries when you were kids. I mean, back in the day, I mean, you keep putting the fucking batteries in backwards. I go, look, it shows you. There's plus up here, negative down here. Every time I look at the remote, it's the fucking batteries are facing the same way. No wonder it
my
doesn't
mom
work.
would go, I can't see that.
I can't see that. It's so small. Can you come down here and open this jar of tomato sauce for me?
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for some trivia?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes,
Nope.
sir.
Tim and Paul were the champions last show, so they get to decide whether they go first or they let Team Allie and Phillip go first.
Do you want to defer, Paul? Then just defend this end?
Yeah, all right. Or we could.
Yeah,
flip the coin.
we're deferring. We're
You're deferring. All
Putting
right.
the pressure on Allie and Phillip.
All right.
Yep.
All right. I forgot my paper, so who's going to... Tim, you take his
I
score?
got it. I already started.
All right. Good man. I have to be absolutely doing nothing but the game, or else it will get all bad.
Yeah, don't multitask, please.
Yeah, no multitasking. All right, Ali and Phillip, are you guys ready? All right, you got 30 seconds. If you do not answer the question correctly, Tim and that dude up there, Paul, will be able to steal. So, here we go. Question number 1. How many planets are there in our solar system? 6, 7, 8, or 9? 6, 7, 8, or 9? How many planets are in our solar system?
This is a trick question.
Right?
Pluto does not count.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
What are the 3 answers again?
6, 7, 8, and 9.
I say 8.
Final answer.
I mean, sure.
That is correct.
Yeah,
That is-
they took Pluto out. They made
They took
Pluto
Pluto
not
out.
a planet.
Yep.
It was 9.
Yeah,
Very good.
Pluto got kicked out for being too small. That's
Yeah.
what happens when you're a small planet. You get kicked out. All right.
I knew I was on the
Good
right
start.
Pluto had a
Good
limp dick.
start. Good start. Looking good. Tim and Paul are ready.
Yeah.
All right. Good luck, boys.
Thanks.
What was the name of Ross and Rachel's baby? Was it Lisa, Emma, Christina, or Lilith?
Holy
Ross
shit.
and Rachel's baby on Friends.
didn't
Was
watch
it Lisa,
Friends.
Emma, Christina, or Lilith?
I didn't watch Friends either.
I knew that's
We're
why I
gonna
said
have
good
to
luck.
guess on. We're gonna have to guess on this one. I don't know. For some reason, I just want to go with Lilith.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Incorrect. Guys down there in the bottom, you guys can steal this. What was Ross and Rachel's baby's name? Was
Emma.
Fine, that is correct. Not looking good, boys. But hey, I'm not
That's
counting
okay.
you guys
Hey,
out.
we got
You guys
48.
are.
We got 48 to go. We got
Yeah,
48.
Knock it off.
you got this. You got this. Let me check these 2 off so I don't do the retarded thing I did last time and re-say them.
Best thing that ever happened to me is I lived with this wonderful woman, Ginger, my junior year of college.
From
and she taught me all
Gilligan's
kinds of-
Island.
No. She was from Syracuse, of all
Okay,
places.
I
which
just
is the
checking.
Anyway, she taught me all kinds of interesting things, like how to deep fry pizza rolls. And, well, we watched a lot of Friends, which was like the only downside, but the rest of it was so worthwhile. And Mad About You, for God's sakes, that show.
I like Mad About You. My parents
Yeah, I
like that
did
show
too.
too. All right. Let me get back over here. All right. Brand. There you go. All right. Ali and Phillip, ready? America's favorite ice cream flavor is chocolate, Rocky Road, vanilla, or mint chocolate chip. Chocolate, Rocky Road, vanilla, or mint chocolate chip. America's favorite ice
What was
cream.
the question again?
America's favorite ice
Okay.
chocolate.
I would
Okay.
tend to go with vanilla.
I would
But-
say chocolate, but that could just be my favorite.
Al, you are more right than I am.
No, because then I'm
Yeah.
going to get it wrong and I'm going to feel super guilty. All
Six
I feel like I
seconds.
saw
Well, there was
this
2 other
recently.
choices in there too.
right, go, Philip, go. It's you.
Which
Vanilla.
one are you saying? You going with vanilla?
Vanilla.
That is incorrect. Boys up
Ooh.
top, you guys can steal this.
So we got between chocolate chip, Rocky Road, and chocolate, right? Is that
Yep.
right?
Yep, that
Yeah.
is correct. Chocolate, Rocky Road, or mint and chip.
Mint chocolate.
Oh,
yeah.
mint chip. Sorry,
Yeah.
excuse me.
No. I'm taking Rocky Road.
As America's favorite?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to trust Paul on this one since he knows so much about America.
Is that your final, final answer? Final answer.
Jackass.
All right, that is incorrect, Allie. You were right. It is chocolate. Chocolate is the right answer.
That's okay.
I'm just grateful you guys.
Nobody
screwed
won
it
that
up
one
too.
anyway. But you know what? The reason why I was agreeing with Paul too is because I love Rocky Road. That's a really great ice cream. So he was not wrong
The women are-
when it comes to me.
I think that, I ask a lot of people that every time we
Robert
go.
Hunter
None
had
of
a
my
point.
grandkids ask for chocolate. Nobody I know asks for chocolate. So it's just strange that chocolate
This,
is number.
this was a really big thread on Twitter about a year and a half ago. It was
Yeah.
Andrew Donaldson and oh my lord. Anyway, a woman who's his editor who's extremely bright. I can't remember her name. M. Carpenter. She said something along the lines of, "I hate chocolate mint chip or mint chocolate
Yeah.
chip." And the world started arguing about this like goddamn thing. It went on for days.
Yeah, that's my
And
favorite.
she was like, "You bastards keep like tweeting at me. It's not going to change my opinion of mint chocolate chip."
Yeah,
It was hilarious.
I like
that's
I like
mine.
mint
Mint chocolate chip is my favorite ice cream, and all my grandkids, that's their favorite ice cream because of me.
That's my son's favorite too.
Well,
All right.
yeah.
All
It
right,
wasn't one in
Timmy.
the list. Yeah, let's go.
You go. Let's go.
Let's
All
go.
right. Oh God. All right, you guys. Easy one for you guys. What band sings these 3 songs? Dark Nemesis, Scar Tissue, Give It Away. Was it Blur, Soundgarden, REM, or Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I knew it. That is correct.
That was way too easy.
Hey, I gotta throw
Give it
in some
away
easy.
now.
I gotta give it away now.
All right.
All right, that's better than me being stuck with the fucking Shania Twain song in my fucking head all day today.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
Any questions about Taylor Swift, I defer to you.
We go straight to John.
I would rather have Taylor Swift song stuck in my head. But
John's the subject matter
Actually,
expert
yes.
on Taylor Swift.
yeah. All right, this is who is this? This is who's up?
Allie and
Allie.
Phillip.
Allie and Phillip. You guys got this one. You guys got maybe. Prince Harry is taller than Prince William. True or false? Is Prince Harry taller?
False.
Wait. Say it again.
Prince Harry is taller than Prince William. True or false?
False.
False.
That is incorrect. It is true. Prince Harry
We can't
is.
steal. We can't steal him.
Can't steal. Relax, guys up there. You can't steal.
Are you sure?
Hey man.
Are we sure that like the curly hair
To the Google.
Harry
That's
To the Google.
That's where I got the answer. It's true. Prince Harry is taller than Prince William.
Yep.
All right.
I'm shocked.
It is a shocker. It's a shock. Well, of course he's not. He's not what he calls son. He's the other guy's son. Everybody knows that. So he's a little bit taller than his brother.
Here's the bonus with that one that now you can take that to your next party for party treat.
All right, Paul, and Timmy, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Humans lose an average of 75 hairs from their head each month. True or false? Humans lose an average of 75 hairs from their head.
I need to talk this one out, Paul, because this is what I heard. This is what I heard. I heard that humans lose up to 100 hairs per day. That's what I heard. So 75 a month is awfully low.
Yep.
I pull way more out of my friggin' head just going to take a shower. So I'm going to say false.
That is correct. Give him the points, people. Give him the points. Good job.
I know. See, Michael knows.
Yeah,
Check my brush. Dude, I'm telling you, I could probably count to 30 each one.
I only got like 30. I only got like 30 left. All right, Allie and Phillip, you guys, here you go. How many children did the Huxtables have? 3, 4, 5, or 6? How many children did the Huxtables have? 3, 4, 5, or 6? For those that are out there that don't know, that is the Bill Cosby show that was in the early mid.
I don't know.
The possibilities are 3,
4, 5, or 6. 10 seconds, peoples.
Okay, you have
4 seconds.
3 seconds.
1, 0. I needed an answer.
All right, 4. I say 4.
Incorrect. Guys up there for the steal. How many children did the Huxtable have? 3, 4,
I
5, or
like
6?
that number 5.
Where's
I'm counting them. 5.
Oh, did you? Oh,
It was
5. Okay, that is correct. You guys get the points. I didn't see Paul put his hand up.
Yeah, he was doing one of those jobbers.
Yeah. Speak your mind, Paul. Speak your mind.
Sorry, I was. Well,
there was. I believe there was 4 that lived in the house and 1 that was older that was moved out. That was getting married.
One was at college. One was at college.
Yeah.
Right, and then she had the late one. Remember, she had the late one. She had the late child.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the 5th one. All right, boys.
nicely done.
Down. Is it us? Wait a minute.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
just
We
stole that
stole.
one.
We stole.
You stole.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, you stole. You stole.
All right. I'm
got
back.
this, Al.
I'm back in the game. Don't worry.
All
I got
right,
it.
question number 8. What country has been the world's largest exporter of coffee for the last 150 years? Was it Brazil, Colombia, Ethiopia, or India? Who is the largest exporter of coffee for 150
India,
years?
Colombia, and what were the other two?
Brazil and Ethiopia.
Oof.
Brazil, Colombia, Ethiopia, or India? Largest coffee exporter.
I mean, my brain wants to go to Colombia.
No, my brain wants to go Brazil.
You think?
Yeah.
I'll put your two brains together because you got 4 seconds.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll go
Brazil.
with Paul.
Brazil is correct. What? They're on fire today, guys, down there. You guys. Tim, can you give me an update on the score?
It is 4-2. It's
oh,
not
that's
that
not
bad.
bad, not
The
that bad.
separation is not that bad.
Not that bad. Chat's not cheating for you guys, are they? I
No,
haven't been
they're
checking.
No, they're definitely not. They're
Way to go,
definitely not.
Chad.
I'm watching you, Michael. All right, question number 9.
Colombia got cut off because of sanctions.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know. They're just that name's on a lot of different coffees. So.
Yeah,
It's
I was
also on
surprised.
other
Yeah,
products.
Colombia always seems to be the name that pops in everybody's. Colombia and Ethiopia, but Ethiopia does export a lot of coffee, but just not at the same output as the other countries. I mean, their process is so slow and crazy. It's just ridiculous. All right, you guys down there, Allie and Phillip, here we go. How many hamburgers does McDonald's sell every second? 45?
Oh my God.
45, 55, 65, or 75? 45, 55,
Seriously.
65, or how many hamburgers does McDonald's sell every second? 45, 55, 65, or 75?
It's 65.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That is incorrect. I did the TV pause, the TV show. All right, guys, how many hamburgers does McDonald's sell every second? 65 is out, so 45, 55, and 75.
I just feel like since they're they're international,
Yeah.
and you got all these clocks running at different times. It's got to be a high number, so I'm gonna go with 75.
Yeah, same.
That is correct.
know,
and that is
yeah.
fucking crazy that they sell 75 fucking hamburgers a second.
A second. Only hummingbirds
I
flap
can
their
do
wings
McDonald's
more.
every so often, but it's like,
What's the average
that's
cost
gross.
of a
I don't
burger
wanna
now?
do this.
What's the actual cost of a burger now at McDonald's?
A meal with 2 cheeseburgers, a large fries, and a large Coke is $10.95.
Good Lord.
Wait,
$10
like
In California?
times
Yeah.
75
a
per
single
second.
cheeseburger meal?
Yep, 2 cheeseburger meals with a large fry and a large Coke is $10.95. That's what it cost me, 11 something.
I was going to say,
Whoa.
California.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. A
You get,
bean
like, their
burrito.
little famous fried pie with that? I mean,
I got to take a loan out to get the pie. I mean, shit. Dude, a bean burrito was, when I was here from Taco Bell, were 59 cents. There are $2.39 for a bean burrito now. $2.39. I was like, fuck you guys, man. I go buy a can of beans and a fucking bag of fucking
yeah,
tortillas.
The value menu isn't what it used to be. I'll
No.
give you that. Like across the board, yeah.
All right, who's up? Because the next question is hilarious. Who's up? I forgot.
Tim.
Sorry, I'll get better.
We are, because we stole again.
We stole.
Okay,
That's right,
all
so
right,
we're up.
there we go. Are you guys ready?
Go.
Dr. Brian King, the director of Center for Tobacco, went to college here. Was it Harvard, Massachusetts Institution of Technology, State University of New York at Buffalo, or Dartmouth College?
DeVry.
I had to throw in a little. Is
Like,
it?
you went to like Northern Virginia Community College.
Is
right?
it Harvard, Massachusetts, State University of New York of Buffalo, or Dartmouth? Where did Dr. Brian King go to school? 14 seconds.
Shit.
I like the wordy one. Something at Buffalo. That's the one I like.
All right, which one you guys going with?
There's something at Buffalo or whatever.
Yes, that's it.
That's the one I'm picking.
All right, that is correct. He did go to the
Duty
State
boy.
University, the State University of New York at Buffalo.
Wow.
I'm going with Michael Redfern actually on that clown school.
Clown school.
Dun, dun, dun,
Right.
dun, dun.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Totally
yeah,
think
I-
they
have a-
disagree
I
on-
had to throw in a little vape trivia in there. All right,
How do I know this?
Allison and Phillip. Here we go. Here we go. Joytech is the highest hardware selling vape company in the world. True or false? Joytech is the highest hardware selling vape company. True or false?
I would say
I
false.
would say false. I would say it's actually Vaporesso, probably. Then again, that's s'more, isn't it? I don't know. I would say false, but then again, I'm going to leave it to you.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a trick question because I feel like in the world,
Let's,
I mean, I think false.
Okay,
would say false.
that is correct. You guys get the points. It is Smock. Smock is the #1 selling hardware company in the world for a vape.
All right. Now we know.
Smoke, smock, however you want to fucking say it.
Now we know.
Now you know. I could sleep better tonight knowing that information.
Smoking in the boys' room.
I've been something's been bothering me for the longest time, and I just couldn't
why
put my
would
finger
anybody
on it.
think it's smock? I don't understand. I've never understood that.
Because it's
But
mock,
it's cool.
it's mock smoke.
Because the first time they came out, the first video that came out, which was, I think, was, I forget who it was, but there was a story. I think it's Mike Vapes that did the first
Mike
one.
Vapes.
And he asked them, are you guys smoke or smock? And they said, we're smoke and or whatever. I don't know the story, but yeah, it's funny how it's gotten all screwed up. Tim and Phillip. I mean, Tim and Paul. You ready?
Yeah.
This is a tough one. When the two numbers on opposite sides of a dice are added together, it always equals 7. True or false? When the two numbers on the opposite side of a dice are added together, it always equals 7. True or false? Look at Paul. Paul's like trying to. He's throwing imaginary dice.
Go deep into your craps days. What do you remember?
What do you remember from
What do
high
you
school?
remember? What? No, I'm gonna say it's true.
No, it is true because you got 2s and 5s,
Yeah.
1s and 6s,
Yeah.
snake eyes,
That is true. You got it.
Alright.
Get the points. You guys are
I remember from I used to play craps.
yeah, fire.
I got to Vegas just in time, but not soon enough to not make the answer.
All right.
Atlantic City, Phil. Atlantic City.
I've never been, strangely enough, but I do.
I got to enjoy Atlantic City as a child. No casinos, just the amazing boardwalk as a kid in the 70s. Just the
If you've
best
ever
place.
seen Boardwalk Empire and you haven't been
yeah,
to Atlantic
yeah.
City, immediately you
Yeah.
want to go to Atlantic
Yeah.
City.
And the
don't.
seafood.
No,
I don't know.
No.
And the seafood. Hell
We used to go
Trust me,
for
you don't
all
you
my
don't
friends'
you don't want to
birthdays
go
back
to
in
Philadelphia.
Yeah, Atlantic
Mississippi.
City's not really anything to write home to mom.
Not no
about.
more.
It's pretty
Yeah.
bad. It's pretty dirty and
Is it?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia does a great episode of Atlantic City, what it truly looks like. If you ever watch that episode, that is Atlantic City in a nutshell.
If you go to
Well,
the
if you've
beach
ever
for
stayed
food,
for a convention in
there are syringes.
Gulfport, Mississippi, it might not be that bad. But
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
heard
just
it's not
make sure.
exactly what Nucky's
Yeah, just make sure before you sit on the sand that there aren't no needles or broken
Yeah, I
glass.
was there are needles in the sand.
Well, I was
Sage
about to
advice.
say, make sure you've had all your shots.
Yeah. Have all your shots before you
You're
go
going
to
to
fucking
Jersey.
Jersey.
So you're saying pass, go ahead and pass, go straight to Trenton. Is that it, basically?
I mean, it's fun for a night. I just wouldn't
Yeah.
venture out. If you can go to the Borgata, that's awesome. It has its own road.
That's high
And it's
class,
set
yeah.
back and it's really, really nice.
All right, Allie and Phillip, you guys ready for this one? All right, if you get this wrong, I'm going to take your card away from you, your American card away from you. On August 3rd, 1492, how many ships sailed to America from Spain? 2, 3, 4, or 5? 2, 3, 4, or 5?
3. Yeah. 3.
Is that your final answer?
Phillip.
I believe there was one that didn't actually make the full journey, but that's
Well, all right, give me an answer, Allie.
All right, 3.
That is correct, and you did
Okay.
say all the names in your head. I heard you. I heard them.
Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria.
Then you start to second guess. You're like, was there one I didn't know about?
Hell yeah, Catholic school. Hell yeah, Catholic school.
I do better when I don't actually have options. I start thinking of that. But anyway, go ahead.
All right, Phillip. No, this is Paul and Tim.
Yeah.
Which state is known for the first U.S. city? Was it Pennsylvania, Delaware, Rhode Island, or Florida? Who is known to have the first U.S. city? Pennsylvania, Delaware, Rhode Island, or Florida? This is a tough question.
I don't remember U.S. history that well.
I don't either. I don't remember ever hearing about that one.
The first city.
I'm feeling like if it's anything, it's something. I don't believe it's Pennsylvania. I think that's a little too far inland. I believe it's going to be somewhere a little bit more coastal, probably Delaware or Rhode Island.
All right, guys.
I'm going to go with Delaware.
Delaware. That is incorrect. Damn it. Allie and Phillip, you guys can steal this. What state is...
Come on, you history buffs.
That's
Florida.
Pennsylvania. No, Florida?
Final answer? That is correct. Florida.
What?
Florida.
St. Augustine.
Thank you. St. Augustine. Yep, there you go.
Oh, crap.
Pennsylvania's second. Pennsylvania's second. Abbey Street.
Yeah, I thought it was PA.
Yeah, I did too for a long time because that's how when I was a kid, they used to sell that was the street, the official first. Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah. All right. Good job. Good job down there.
Wow.
All right.
Twice a day,
Allie
man,
and Phillip, right? Because you guys stole, so you get this next question.
Yep.
So
7-5 right now. 7-5,
all right.
folks.
Let's see if you guys are Pulp Fiction fans. All the clocks in the movie of Pulp Fiction are set to 4:20. Is that true or false? All the clocks in Pulp Fiction are set at 4:20. True or false?
I think that's true.
Go with it.
I say true. I say true.
True. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
That is correct.
Oh.
A stat I had no clue of until I looked it up, and I don't remember any clocks.
4:20 time.
Yeah.
It's always 4:20 time.
Yeah, I know, but I was too busy
recently had to
watching
take
people
down
get
my old
murdered
Train
and
movie
killed,
poster, but
that's
yeah.
all I remember from that movie is just people getting
No,
shot and
but
killed throughout that whole fucking movie.
The really funny part.
I have to say, if you
is-
came up with like one like little factoid about that movie that's just dumb as hell, that would be the one.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just kind of
No
stupid.
one
to
even-
be honest.
Tammy
But it's
score.
actually a a signature of all his movies. They're all at 4:20.
Quarantino, really?
Yep.
Reservoir Dogs as well.
Yep.
I'll have to rewatch The Resident. Yeah, I have to. Timmy, what is our score, Tim?
It is now 7-6.
Dun 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 dun.
They've closed the gap, Paul.
They closed the
They've
gap. They closed the gap. All right, Timmy.
Yay, win or
Timmy.
booze. How about win and booze? Yeah, great.
That's even better.
What?
Booze. All right, Tim and Paul. Right-handed people live on average 9 years longer than left-handed people. True or false? True or false? Right-handed people live longer than left-handed people. True or false?
Seems like such a macabre subject to talk about.
Weird.
I'm gonna say true.
Final answer.
Paul's saying no. Wait, Paul. What's
No, I'm saying false because
He-
you look at all
He
the
looks at
people
his
that are
left hand. He's like,
left-handed.
no, it can't be.
All right.
Well,
Well, I need an
I
answer.
false
All
then. We're
I
going
can
false.
hardly use my left hand.
right. Which one are you
Sorry.
going with? True or
False.
false? That is incorrect. You were right, Tim. You should listen to yourself. Because you're going to live 9 years longer than the guy that's left-handed. Just remember that.
How does that affect that? Weird.
All right, Tim. No, you guys.
left-handed
Yeah,
is good for
it goes down the alley. It goes down the alley. All right, this one's a funny one. Funny question here. The most collect calls are made on Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas, or New Year's Eve. The most collect calls. The most collect calls are made
I didn't know
on
people still
either
did that.
Yeah, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas, or New Year's Eve.
I thought that was only from prison.
If they're calling from jail, I have to say New Year's.
Yeah, New Year's Eve.
Happy New Year's.
You know how much it's costing me? That's what I.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
Yeah,
New
we're
Year's.
That is incorrect. Guys, I'm tough. The most collect calls are made on Mother's Day, Father's Day, or Christmas.
I'm going to go with Mother's Day only because probably the prisoners calling their moms because they always loved their mom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Final answer?
That's final answer.
That is incorrect. It is Father's Day. Father's
really?
Day.
What? And who is making these placing these collect?
I don't know, but
Bullshit.
it makes me sad that I got to get a collect call on Father's
What
Day.
fathers are accepting the charges for that?
Trust
dads
me
are
when I
like,
tell you, none of them. At least
Yeah.
none that I know.
oh God.
What the?
Yeah, Father's Day.
What?
Father's Day.
Who knows? Maybe it says something,
Dad's only worth a
nice
collect
that we
call.
just don't know. Yeah, John, you've got some interesting things coming to you.
Dad's such an asshole. He's getting a collect call. If I'm calling you Dad, you're paying for it.
That's a fair statement.
Yeah, that's it.
Immediately, I would have guessed New Year's any day of the week and twice on Tuesday.
Yeah, I was
Father's
thinking
Day?
I was thinking like Tim. I was thinking, most and Allie was saying usually it's prisoners calling, so I figured, Mother's Day would be that big day, got to call mom, All right, who's up? Because I've forgotten. I think it's up there, those boys.
Well, we tried to steal and
so you're
we
up.
got it wrong, so it comes back up to us.
Yep, here you go, guys. What percentage of people that use the internet use it for pornography? Is it 30?
Pornography?
Pornography.
Pornography.
30, 40, 50, or 60%?
I prefer to use the term erotica.
Erotica. I like that.
okay.
Erotica. Is it
We know
30,
who-
40, 50, or 60?
We know who used to watch Emmanuel on HBO.
Emmanuel.
Erotic. All right.
I do not understand the question. I refuse to respond.
Okay.
What percentage of people
Paul knows. All right. What percentage of people
use the internet
for pornography?
for porn? Is it
Okay.
for 30, 40, 50, or 60?
Oh God, I think
Exclusively,
it's
or
a
what?
fuck ton of people. I think it's a lot of people, and a lot of people who won't admit to it either. I'm gonna go with 60%.
That's your final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is correct. Yes. You can't even do a Google search without getting a porn link to something you're not looking for. Yeah,
Oh, your
Gutter
browser
minds.
needs help.
yeah, you
All
gotta,
y'all looking at porn.
yeah, a lot of people are watching porn. That's all.
You
I
say
know.
that like it's a bad thing or
No,
something.
no.
That's a good. Porn
I'm-
is good.
I'm
And you're
jokingly,
right, it is.
I'm jokingly chastising people.
Yeah, it gets your mind going.
Yeah.
Gets
Yep.
the blood. I was gonna say gets the blood flowing, but I don't want to say that.
Geometry for me, man. I'm just trying to figure out
it's
the
best enjoyed
angles
with
and
your
stuff.
bestie friend, like your wife.
It just
your
became a
spouse.
porn advocacy show.
Yes, it did.
Oh,
it did.
what?
The world is made
gay.
already.
I'm
Yeah.
currently doing a thesis on orifices, so I have to watch it.
What?
What?
I have to watch it because it's
Yeah.
crucial to my study.
That's how you got away
Thesis.
with shit. And when you were younger, you just tell your parents it was for school. It's like I got to do this 'cause it's for school, man. All right. It's Allie. It's Allie. You guys. Every year, blank Americans injure themselves while trying out bizarre sexual positions. Is it 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, or 11,000 people a year?
Oh Oh my god. Okay.
The average
Repeat
person.
that for the viewers at home.
Every year, Americans injure themselves while trying out bizarre sexual positions. 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, or 11,000.
I mean, you would think I'd know this offhand, but I just don't remember the data.
I think
This-
9 sounds appropriate.
Yeah, I think 9 is good too.
All right, that is incorrect. Guys, up top. 9,000's out, so 8, 10, or 11. 8,
This is
10,
the
or
number
11.
of people that injure themselves
Every year. This
Yeah.
is every year Americans injure themselves while trying out bizarre sexual positions. 8,
So
10,
8,000,
or 11.
10,000, or 11. I'm gonna
Does
go.
this
I'm gonna,
include vacuum cleaners?
That's in there.
what about ice cubes and golf clubs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Candle wax.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I'm gonna.
fun.
I'm just.
If
Let's go
you've
with a
ever
nice
seen
round number
Clerks,
of
you know
10,000.
It's gonna be up.
I'm gonna go with a nice round number of 10,000.
Yeah.
Is final answer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it's 11,000 people every year
Damn.
hurt themselves trying
Holy
to do
crap.
trying to
Damn.
pull a new move.
Wow. Okay.
Whoa.
11,000 people.
Suppressing the urge to do Dante from Clerks. I really want
Getting hemmed up, knocking boots. Look at
Yeah.
that.
I would hate to be in the ER
really
and,
made it, huh?
and trying to and saying the name of the position you were trying to do at the hospital.
As Michael poignantly points out, he says that's just reported.
That's
That's just
that's true.
There are
That's
some
true.
people. There are some people with things in their butt right now. They're too afraid to go to the doctor.
Yeah, there are people out there right now just gonna say like, screw it.
There are
Yeah.
people not sitting down comfortably as we speak.
Yeah. I'll wait for it to come out on its own. All right. This would be Tim and Paul. I had to throw some oddball ones in there.
Oh, fuck you.
You caught all of us off guard on that.
What was the vacuum shit all about? What was that canister
just-
vac? What are we talking? Stick vacs? What?
No, I was actually in the ER when I
get it.
Yeah.
and well, I was there when my finger got cut off, and there was a gentleman that came in a bathrobe, him and his partner, and he had the fucking vacuum cleaner attached to his old fella.
Eyes, children.
Rock
He
showed
actually-
up for a vape show, and he's all of a sudden he's hearing about people getting things extracted from their anus.
Yeah. All right.
No,
who's
this
up
dude
next?
actually had the fucking vacuum cleaner attached to his old fella.
Good lord!
Was it still plugged in? No, I'm kidding. No. Let's just
But
move on.
the nurse, the
There's
nurse,
the worst ever
the-
Charles. Go ahead.
the nurse that
I'll
walked
remember the
in,
story that's coming to mind all of a sudden.
the nurse that walked into the emergency section, the dude was next to me. And the nurse walked in, she just fucking cracked up laughing.
Oh, I would have too.
She's walked out. And then the matron walks in, like the head of the emergency. She's even pissed herself laughing and walked out.
Oh God.
Then they called orthopedics for what reason I don't know. But then
I
then
just want to
it
know if
was
insurance covers this. And,
Yeah, you did. You entered at the wrong time. All
but
right.
it was fucking hilarious.
All right. Let's move on.
God.
I'm starting to cringe up over here. All right. Who's up? Because I forgot
I don't
after.
even know what's happening anymore.
I think they got that one right. Shane.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. I think it's you guys. All right, Allie and Phillip. Here we go. The average person spends blank years on the phone in a lifetime. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years. How much time does the average person spend on the phone? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Okay, let's think about this for a second. It's such a bizarre question. I mean, from when to when? Is this person still alive?
How many
Okay.
people's?
Right now, here and now.
I need an answer.
Al, what do you think?
I say 3.
That's your final answer?
Yeah.
That is incorrect. Boys up top. 3 is out. So 1, 2, or 4. 1, 2, or 4.
4.
I like it.
That is incorrect. 2 years. The average person spends 2 years of their lifetime on a phone. That's fucking crazy.
It would have been a guess, but I would have gotten it.
All right, it's reasonable.
It's reasonable. All right.
It'll be 3 years before too long. I guarantee it.
Oh, all right. So this is Paul. No, Paul.
It goes I think that last question was technically supposed to come to us. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying 'cause
You're
we
right.
tried
You're
to
actually
steal-
right.
Yeah.
We stole on the. We tried to steal on. That's okay.
Because I don't know.
Okay. I think
Paul's
it's evened
butthole
up.
story threw me off.
evened up.
It's not a
Tim,
butthole
you are
story,
correct.
you jackass.
All right. Who's up? Who's up? Who wants to? Yeah, it's you guys. Okay. Good luck with this one, boys. All right. Who was the first president to die in office? Was Abraham Lincoln, William McKinley, William Harris, or James Garfield? Who was the first president to die in office? Lincoln, McKinley, Harrison, or Garfield?
I don't know presidents that well. I mean, I want to go with the obvious one, Lincoln, but I think he probably came around later than somebody else dying.
All right.
I'm going with Lincoln, Paul.
Final answer.
Okay.
That is incorrect. Guys down there, Lincoln's out, so it's McKinley, Harrison, or Garfield. Who was the first president to die in office?
Harrison.
Final answer.
Final.
That is correct.
Wow.
Yeah. He was like 30 days or something like that in office?
Like 30 days in office. And that was it. Yeah.
He croaked.
Well done. Well done.
He's like, I got here and then just said, fuck it. I'm done.
It was just one of those things where people like elected him, and I thought to myself, didn't you take into consideration that he might not, make it to that?
Isn't he the president though? I think I remember this story about him from school that he did a speech without a coat, ended up getting sick, and then dying from not wearing a coat in his inaugurational speech, I think.
I don't know if that's...
I think that was the story I remember hearing, that he didn't wear a coat, or it was some silly Catholic school story about him not wearing a coat, got sick.
I know the story. I don't know if there's any truth to it, but there might be. There may be.
All right, Allie and Phillip, here we go. Blank consumes more Coca-Cola per capita than any other nation. Iceland, Argentina, Mexico, or Canada. Which one consumes the most Coca-Cola per capita? Capita. Iceland, Argentina, Mexico, or Canada?
I want to say Mexico.
I'll say because the Mexican Cokes are still just the holy grail of like proper Cokes.
Is that your final answer?
Sure.
Yes.
That is incorrect. Boys up there. Iceland, Argentina, or Canada?
Iceland. If one person is having a Coke in Iceland per capita, that's
Yeah. The population is what, 12? So Argentina, Iceland, or Canada?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm gonna go with Canada.
No. Hang
No,
on.
okay, Paul's got a different feeling. All right, so it's not Canada. It's either Argentina.
I feel
Or
like
Iceland.
the Reverend, the guy says the
No, it's not.
Oh, Lord and Lord and Lord. Hey, come on, you guys. What? Give me an
Time's
answer.
up, Paul. What is it?
Argentina.
Okay, final answer.
Yeah.
That is incorrect. Actually, Phillip nailed it and said
What?
Iceland. Think about it. Per capita. Iceland.
Capita.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's Iceland.
Because there's just the population is
Yes,
low.
it's so low. It's a trick question.
Percentage-wise, yeah, it makes sense.
All right, this would be Swifty and Paul. You guys ready?
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
God damn it! I knew it.
You got it. You had it right. You had it right. That's why I was laughing right after you answered. I was like, "Oh, you got it." How many Americans are injured by toilets each year? 20K, 30K, 40K, or 50K? How many
Injured by
Americans?
toilet.
Excuse me?
How many Americans are injured by toilets every year? 20K, 30K,
Yeah, we like-
40K, or 50K?
I'm not going to touch this one.
When toilets
Now, are these just the aggravated assault type toilets, or are these the serial killer toilets?
Oh, how
On
many?
what degree are we dealing with these toilets?
How many
I mean, who
Americans?
doesn't have that friend who like got too drunk in
30K,
high school
40K,
and, like,
50,
ran
and
for the
60?
bathroom
Is that the number?
20, 30, 40, or 50. 20, 30, 40, or
50.
50. These are
50.
thousands.
50,000
That tells you
people.
something right there. These are
Well,
thousands.
If slow motherfuckers
Yeah.
can get eaten by hippos every year, 50,000 people can get injured on toilets.
What's your answer?
That's good logic.
20,
I've got
30,
no
40, or
idea.
50?
50.
That is incorrect. Ladies and Philip.
Ladies and Phillip.
Okay, the four possibilities are
20, 30, 40, because Tim said 50, so 50's out. So 20, 30, 40.
I'd say 30.
30,000 people.
Sure.
That is incorrect. It's 40K. 40,000 people every fucking year hurt themselves on a toilet. That is just strange.
You darn klutzes.
The fuck are you guys doing with the toilet?
I've never been injured by a
A
toilet.
friend of mine cracked
Yeah.
an eye orbital like when he ran for the toilet to try and throw up when he got drunk for the first time. This
Oh,
man
into
had
the
a
porta
Passover
potty guy.
dinner.
All right,
I
point
swear to
taken.
God, the kid, he was probably 12 years old, and he missed and knocked his, like literally cracked his eye orbital on the side of the bowl. This was
Way to go.
a scar that he's been trying to like come up with a better story for ever since.
That was kind of where I was going with that, Rog.
Well, now we
Like,
can
like-
say there's
Like, what
40,000
types
Like,
of
how-
toilets are we talking about here?
I mean, we're talking about a scar. This is after drinking like, I don't know, 3/4 of a bottle of Manischewitz. This is just like a sad
Yeah.
story.
All right. I don't know who's up.
That's weird.
Allie and
That's
Phillip.
fucking
All right.
weird, that question.
All right, Allie and Philip. The average person spends blank weeks a year looking for things. 9, 10, 11, or 12. How many
I spend
weeks?
more than that just looking for my vape.
Yeah. How many? The average person spends blank weeks a year looking for things. 9, 10, 11, or 12.
Okay, well, I
don't know.
misplace
It is
dumb
a lot
crap
of
all
shit.
the time, but well, it's just so damn arbitrary. 9, 10, 11, or 12.
A lot of useless knowledge tonight on the show. A lot of useless knowledge.
That's a really nice way to put it. Al, what do you think? I'm thinking high, but at the same time,
I'm thinking 11, but I don't know. I haven't been
All
so
right.
good with
we
guessing.
could we could reestablish our faith in humanity and go with 9 and be wrong, but well,
Give me one.
11.
That is incorrect, Allie. Guys up top. 11's out. 9, 10, or 12 weeks. How many?
Looking for things.
Yep, looking for things. Average-
That could encapsulate a lot of looking.
There was
for
a
different-
song about this.
Really?
there's
Yeah,
a science
looking for
to it,
things.
I'm sure.
No, there was
How
also a
could you
song
name
about
this
it. Looking for things.
9.
That your final answer?
What do you think, Paul?
Question.
Sure.
That is incorrect. It is 12 weeks. The average person spends 12
3
Nice.
fucking months looking for shit?
Yeah.
What is wrong with
We'll
us?
see. Okay.
The vape. That's why we need the vape chip.
You know,
That's why we need the vape chip.
trucks wandering around looking for our car keys all
Yeah.
the time. But as it turns out, that's exactly who we are.
Yeah,
Drink.
Shit, I at least every day looking for something I misplaced. All right.
Well,
Tim and Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, this is funny that this falls into you guys right now. How many time zones are there in Australia? 1, 2, 3, or 4? How fucking funny is that?
I'm going to let Paul take this question.
How many time zones are there in Australia? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
No, there's at least 2.
If you get this wrong, Paul, you're going to have to move
4.
to America.
4.
Final answer?
Final answer.
That is incorrect. You guys down there can steal
Bullshit.
these. No, you're wrong. Unless you can Google, and Google gives you a different answer
Wait.
than the one I got.
Tell me again, because I totally
Yeah.
How many
One-
time zones are there?
1, 2, or 3 is left. 1, 2, or 3.
I was going to say 2, but I don't know.
I mean, it would. Yeah, I mean, I was going to say 3, but I do not know. So if you think 2, then we'll go with 2.
Well, let's see. Paul is in Australia. He just got 4 wrong. So I guess actually, Allison, let's go with 3. See what happens.
All right, that is correct. There are three time zones in Australia. Paul, you have to move to America.
Well, it's actually 4 because Queensland's got theirs, New South Wales, Victoria's got theirs, South Australia, and then Western Australia. There's 4 time zones.
That's not what Google gave me. Google said there was 3. But if it's wrong, we'll
100%.
figure it out at the end of the show, and we'll move the points around. Maybe it's a new thing. Maybe is that a new time zone that's just been created there? Because that happens
No,
sometimes.
South
I mean,
Australia.
I'm looking at the map.
Google
South
it.
Australia is half an hour behind. Then Queensland doesn't celebrate daylight
My
saving.
phone is off, ladies and gentlemen.
New South Wales, Victoria has daylight saving, and Western Australia is 3 hours. So no, there's
Nope, it
4
says
time
Australia is
zones.
divided into 3 separate
Yeah.
time zones.
Map it says 3.
So
That's-
you are
that's
incorrect,
weird.
Paul. You're incorrect. All right, let's move
Well,
on.
you tell that to the flight people.
You tell send. I forget who owns Google, but just DM them.
There's some stuff here saying that they have 5, even 6.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the answer is wrong or right. I'm
It's
just saying
information everywhere.
Yeah.
it's all over.
Allie and Phillip. All right, guys, you're gonna have to go back to your childhood for this question. You guys ready? Joni Los Chachi was a spin-off of Happy Days. When Joni and Chachi left Milwaukee, where did they move? Was it New York, Chicago, New Jersey, or Boston? Look at Phil closed his eyes. Philip closed his eyes. He's like, Joni and Chachi.
Okay. When they left Milwaukee, they decided to move where?
New York, Chicago, New Jersey, or Boston? Which one did they move to? New York, Chicago, New Jersey, or Boston?
Okay, well, Joni and Chachi, God bless them. Let's just say that their resources were limited. So let's go ahead and say that they wanted to make their move, inexpensive, and let's move somewhere that we can actually get to. Chicago?
Very
Probably.
analytical.
That's the only way
Chicago.
I can do it.
Chicago sounds good.
That is correct. Chicago is correct. There you go. I was when I was
come
writing
back, and now they're in the lead.
now they're in the lead. When I was writing that question, I was trying to. I don't remember the theme song to that show, and I know it was a popular one, wasn't it?
Joni
You
and
guys
Chachi?
probably don't remember it.
I
Yeah,
don't remember theirs.
I'm gonna have to Google that.
I
Happy
remember
Days
the
was
show.
popular.
I'm gonna have to Google it because all the '80s, late '80s, early '80s, all the theme songs to all the shows were really good. Cheers had a great theme song.
The
All of them.
Greatest American Hero.
Yeah,
always.
Greatest American Heroes. Family Ties had
Laverne
a great theme.
Laverne and Shirley.
Laverne and Shirley had a great one too.
Chico
All right,
and the Man.
Yeah. This is Tim and Paul. Good luck with this one, guys. Good luck. Before Miley Cyrus recorded Wrecking Ball, it was offered to which singer? Britney Spears, Beyonce, Andrea Grande, whatever her fucking name is, or Christina Aguilera.
Wait, stop for a second.
What?
Stop for a second.
What?
Did you not just ask the Joni and Chachi question?
Yeah.
And what was the answer? Oh, they got it
Chicago.
right. They got
Yeah,
it right.
they got it
They
right. Yeah,
Okay,
Chicago,
right.
yeah.
Keep going. Yeah, keep going.
You guys, Miley
I don't know, for
before
some reason I
Miley
thought that they
Cyrus.
got it wrong. I don't know.
Yeah. Before Miley Cyrus recorded Wrecking Ball, it was offered to which singer? Britney Spears, Beyonce, Grande, or Christina Aguilera?
Beyonce, Ariana Grande.
Christina, Britney Spears, Beyonce, Grande, or Christina Aguilera? Wrecking Ball. When I like a wrecking ball.
Not Britney. She would never sing one like that.
Is that the video that she kind of got in trouble?
It's going to be
Yeah,
somebody
that's
who
where
actually
she's dry
can
humping
sing.
the fucking ball. Yeah.
Never seen
I
it.
feel like it's either Ariana Grande or Beyonce, and I don't know. I feel
All
like
right. Give me an
gonna go with
answer.
Ariana Grande.
That is incorrect. You guys down there for the steal. Grande's out. So that is correct. Beyonce is correct. I was going to swing it to Phil to see if he thought maybe, no, and I said no.
I would have said, no way am I gonna, and I would have gotten it wrong. I would have said Christina Aguilera.
Oh, all right. It's you guys again. All right. Which video beat Thriller for Video of the Year, the first ever MTV Music Awards? Was it Like a Virgin? Wake Me Up Before You Go Go? The Cars, you might think, or Can't Fight This Feeling?
I think it's Like a Virgin, but I'm not trying to.
Oh, is it are we up?
Yeah.
I would instinctively say the Cars, but I don't think that was.
MTV though, Music Awards.
MTV as the first ever music video awards. This video beat out Thriller. Was it Like a Virgin, Wake Me Up Before You Go Go, The Cars, or Can't Fight This Feeling? 6 seconds.
I think it was the Cars. You might think, but that's
Final answer?
no.
No, go ahead.
All right, final answer, and you are correct. It was the Cars. It was the Cars.
Beat Thriller.
Beat Thriller.
Yeah.
Wow,
I was very upset about the whole thing.
that's crazy. That's like when
Cars
Jethro
was so
Tull-
That was
good.
big.
That song, I hated that song. They have so many great songs. That is not one of them.
No.
Well, that was that. It was that crazy video. That video was just insane. There was all kinds of shit going on. That was a great video to watch if you were really high.
Like this is back in the day when I was like waiting for like remember the Reflex beat out Def Leppard's photograph on the Friday night video fights. That was a big deal to me.
Yeah.
I was also conflicted because I liked both. But
Phillip went out and burned cars and tipped over buses, all kinds of shit that night.
Nobody beats Michael.
Nobody
who
beats.
who have you been talking to?
All right, who's up? I think it's them upstairs, right? Them boys upstairs. Good luck with this one, guys. What group sang this song? Baby, come back. Any kind of fool can see. There was something in everything about you. Was it the Eagles, Foreigner, ABBA, or the Players?
Players.
Dang, as I'm reading that question, I'm thinking fucking Tim's going to answer this in a nanosecond.
Baby, come back.
Don't sing that
Any kind of
song.
fool could see I was wrong, and I just can't live without you.
That's a fucking great song. That's actually a great song. So
I used to play it on
well
drums
done.
in school.
I thought of everybody on the panel, I thought the only two that I thought would get that right would be Tim and Paul. I don't know what your music genre or whatever
I know
is.
that
Phil.
song.
You guys, yeah.
It's pretty. I mean, it's an older one, but it's
Yeah.
still catchy. People will listen. It's like listening to Ambrosia. It's like Ambrosia has been gone for 4 decades, and people still like Ambrosia songs.
What is chat saying?
It's like
And what is the
most
score?
anything that Asia or Toto wrote, you just can't get rid of the goddamn thing.
All right.
Or mom
All right,
loved it.
Timmy,
Yeah,
score.
Yeah, the score is now 11-9.
Uh-oh.
11-9. Paul and I are losing.
Yeah.
There's still
All
a lot of
right.
questions.
Right,
A lot of questions to go.
There we go. Who's up?
Well, we got the question.
Yeah, I
this
know,
time,
I
so
know.
good.
All right, the first device that closely resembled a modern e-cigarette was reported receiving a patent in 1965. His name was Herbert A. Gilbert, Philip Ray, Philip Morris, or R.J. Reynolds. tough fucking question. The first device closely resembling a modern e-cigarette was reported receiving a patent in 1965. His name was Herbert A. Gilbert, Philip Ray, Philip Morris, or R.J. Reynolds. I put in a tough one for a vape question.
No clue.
I had to shut this down just, for the sake of.
All right, let's
good
take a
Lord.
guess. Gilbert, Ray, Morris, or Reynolds? 10 seconds.
And I could
was
see those synapses on fire over there. Paul's like, God damn it, this is just too stupid for
No,
color TV.
Gilbert from memory.
Well, it's not our chance to guess yet. It's still their pick.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Well, I say
thought-
Gilbert then.
Oh, wait, it's our turn?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's your turn. Yeah.
My bad. Okay, well, it's not the last two. Let's go with Philip Ray. I like the name.
Is that your final answer? Allie, is that
Well, I mean,
your
Paul just said it was Gilbert. I feel like Paul would know.
Well,
Which one are you going with? Ray or Gilbert? Come on.
I say Gilbert.
That is correct. Thank you for helping him out, Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
Sorry,
I tried to like make it a stalemate
Because-
Allison she sees further, man.
sorry, because I actually have a drawing of the
Yeah, the
original
drawing.
device in a frame.
Yeah.
See.
I literally thought it was your turn to answer, so I was just sort of
Sorry,
weird.
my bad.
It's
I
crazy
fucked up.
that he had that. Now, is this the story that he let that patent run out,
No,
or who let the patent run out, and then
it
caused
was
all the
a-
controversy?
It was a pharmaceutical company, believe it or not.
Yeah, and they let it expire instead
Correct.
because they just didn't think it was going to be something that was going to catch on.
Correct. The original drawing that I have is from 1964, and it has a place within me forever
Yeah.
because I thought that was a very, very, very cool technology even before I got into vaping.
This is an individual from what country?
Yeah, here, right? I think here.
United States. It was an actual medical device. He worked for a medical device company, and the pharmaceutical people didn't think that it was going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
He patented the idea because it was a battery operated system.
Yeah, and it didn't even contain nicotine at the time.
No.
Yeah,
It was a device that they were trying to develop for asthma.
So it was a ciga-like, only without the
Exactly. It looks exactly like the old little round ones that we used to get at the beginning. Yeah.
Whenever I think about heating e-liquid to the point where aerosol, I always think of induction heating.
Yeah.
No,
Like you.
No,
like,
this
I
was-
understand that that's not technically
Yeah.
accurate.
That's
just
crazy
the way
that goes that far
sometimes-
back. Yeah.
This was an old school coil. There was an actual picture of a coil, like a very fine filament. And there's actually 3 pictures to the set, and I need the other 2, but they're near impossible to get a print of.
You should be able to get that at the patent office, right? Because they should still have that. Oh, here you go.
because 2 of the photographs or 2 of the drawings were repatented.
I can't. Hold on.
But the original drawing is cool as hell.
I'd love to see that.
There it is.
That's crazy.
It was pretty much a mech mod.
But could you truly consider this an electronic cigarette, considering that it did not have the same? Okay, it has essentially all the component. It looks like a cigarette, but it provides
It was an
nicotine
electronic
via
vapor.
an
It was an electronic vaporizer.
Electronic
but it has
vaporizer.
but it's the same as an albuterol, same mechanism as an albuterol inhaler, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, the only thing he forgot was
But it
the
was
little
a-
blue light at the bottom that lit up every time. That's all he forgot. If he would have nailed that, I would have been like, okay, this guy's he fucking went into the future and somehow fucking
Yeah,
solved
but
it.
60% of all RDA designs came from that original drawing.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Crazy, man.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Just crazy.
We know that'll be on next trivia night, and you don't get to answer.
I could see
I
you guys
wanna
like
say there were a lot of just like non-functioning, just like things that looked a lot like cigarettes for a while, sort of like a fad that didn't actually produce anything of any kind, just like almost like a fidget stick.
yeah.
Yeah, but
All
That
right.
was,
tell it really
I still want the other drawings.
All
for
right,
my
here we
set.
go. We got to move on. Move
Yeah,
on,
we gotta
kids.
keep going.
Who's up? That would be them guys up there. Okay,
it's us.
Land of the Rising Sun is the nickname of which country? Japan, Vietnam, Thailand, or Australia? The Land of the Rising Sun is the nickname for which country? Japan, Vietnam, Thailand, or Australia?
I'm going with Japan.
Yep.
Final answer?
Yes.
Japan.
That is correct.
Nice.
Timmy.
Nice.
Timmy.
All right. Cool.
All right. Allison and Phillip, acorns come from which tree? Chestnut, beech, palm, or oak?
Acorn.
Acorns come from which tree? Chestnuts, beech, palm, or oak?
Oak.
Final answer? That is correct. Give him the point.
All right.
We're rolling. All right, Tim and Paul.
I have to get a new windshield in the near future because of those fuckers. Sorry.
Komodo dragons are found in the wild in which country? Egypt, Russia, South America, or Indonesia? Komodo dragons are found in the wild in which country? Egypt, Russia, South Africa, or Indonesia?
Indonesia.
Final answer.
Yes.
That is correct. Give him the points. Woo. Damn.
They're
Allie.
mean
I had
bastards.
a beer. I had a beer with one.
Did you? Lucky he didn't bite you. Otherwise, you'd have to crawl off and die, and then he just slowly
Yeah,
tracked you.
Komodos aren't really known for becoming dog tame ever.
Yeah.
No matter what.
They're not pets. All right, Allie and Phillip. Cleopatra supposedly took a bath in which liquid? Water, milk, beer, or coffee? What did she take a bath in? Water, milk, beer, or coffee?
Milk.
That is correct. Give him the points.
All right.
Dude, when I read that, I had to look it up.
Safe
She
her
had-
complexion, actually.
55 donkeys on site just to produce milk for her to take a bath every
Yeah,
day.
it was for her complexion.
Donkey milk?
Yeah, donkey milk.
Yeah, that's the first thing that comes to mind when I think of producing like milk for the masses. Yeah, a bunch of
Taking a bath in ass milk. What?
Oh, I love that soapy feeling. All right, Tim and Paul. Which percentage of people that use personal ads for dating are already married? 12, 35, 48, or 70%? What percentage of people that use personal ads for dating are already
I'm
married?
not going there.
12, 35, 48, or 70?
I'm thinking 35 or 48, somewhere down the middle of the road. 48's just such an odd number. Like, why would that stick out? That's just so unique. So I'm gonna go with 48.
Final answer?
Yes.
That is incorrect. You guys can steal 12, 35, or 70. How many people use personal ads for dating that are already married, you sons of bitches?
In my heart, I want to say 12. In my mind, and I'm thinking 30. But
No, 35's out.
No, I said 48. I
No,
said 48.
yeah, 48 is out. I'm sorry. Yeah, 12, 35, or 70.
70 would be scary.
I'm going to say 70, man.
All right, final answer. Final answer?
I don't want that to be true, but
No, it is 35. 35
Oh,
is
okay.
35 is
I was
the
gonna say that seems a little bit more reasonable.
yeah 70. That's fucked up. 70. That's some fucked up shit right there.
Yeah, we'll let
Happy
those
to be wrong about
35%
that
slide.
that's a
12
35.
sounds.
You 35%. You're bad people.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
All right,
Allie and Phillip.
Allie and Phillip on the show. New Girl. What was Jessica Day's profession? Was she a DMV worker, a teacher, a singer, or a model? New Girl. Jessica Day's profession: DMV,
show is
teacher,
that?
singer, or model. I'm sorry.
I never watched it.
New
didn't
Girl.
watch
You
it.
guys never watched New Girl?
I didn't even
didn't.
know it
Yeah,
existed.
I've been forced to. It's with she's
I love the show.
glorious.
Yeah. DMV, teacher, singer, or model.
Zoe Deschanel. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
I should know this. I'm sorry, Deirdre.
10 seconds.
Okay. Teacher.
Final answer. That is correct.
Wow.
That is correct. She was a teacher.
You got the hot hand right now, 15-11.
I love that show, actually. And I'm sad that Netflix
And
is
man,
taking it off.
Well, ever since I saw 500 Days of Summer, I'm just I've been sort of Yeah, she's can be cute.
I had no idea. Maybe you knew, but did you know that's the sister of the woman that played? Yeah, I had no idea. They looked similar, but I didn't realize that they were sisters of what was the name of the show with
I know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
but who cares? She could have been a singer, let's just say, anytime she was. But yes, in that show, I just wish they'd called it anything but New Girl. I mean,
New Girl.
Why? It's the worst fucking title. It's a New Girl. Let's call the show New Girl. That sounds great.
Tim, you guys are up, right?
Yes.
All right. What color?
Brains on that one.
Good luck on this one, guys. What color does a bride at a Chinese wedding wear? White, red, black, or pink? What color does the bride wear in a Chinese wedding? White, red, black, or pink?
Paul, you want to take? I'm inclined to say red. I don't know why.
Paul's like, fuck, I was just there.
Well, I was there a couple of years ago, but
7 seconds.
It's either red or pink.
All right.
From memory.
So I went with red. What do you want to go with?
Yep.
Red.
Yep.
That is correct. Red is correct.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
weird.
No, it's not.
Allie.
Actually.
Allie being Italian. Allie, what are you considered if you show up at an Italian wedding wearing a red dress?
Disrespectful whore.
The whore. The whore.
Really?
Every
that's it.
Italian guy's looking for the girl wearing the red dress at a wedding. It's like, all right.
Wait, so-
Is it customary for one to
Sicilian,
show up? just
Allison,
because?
you're half Italian. Is that true?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, this is good.
Yeah. So if you go to an Italian wedding and you're trying to hook up, look for the girl wearing the red dress. Actually, let me rephrase that. The woman wearing the red dress.
All the world is
Well, that's why. Yeah.
All right. Who's up? Tim and Paul. Who was the first president to be born in a hospital? Was it Gerald Ford, Richard Nixon, Jimmy Carter, or Ronald Reagan? This is a fucking tough question.
What?
Who was the first president born in a hospital? Was it Gerald Ford, Richard Nixon, Jimmy Carter, or Ronald Reagan?
Born in a hospital.
I'm gonna do my best Beavis and Butthead for this.
Is this? Wait a minute. We got
What?
the last question right by guessing
Yeah.
red.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay,
yeah,
so
it's our
it's
turn.
so it's your turn. Okay, I'll restart the clock. Who was the first president to be born in a hospital? Gerald Ford, Richard Nixon, Jimmy Carter, or Ronald Reagan?
I think it's Carter.
I'm gonna go with Carter.
That is correct, and that is crazy that we went that many presidents that weren't they weren't born in a. Yeah, it doesn't.
remember
It doesn't
watching
count if you get born in a wagon.
Documentary on Nixon, I believe, revealed that he was I think he was born on their little farm wherever they lived. I guess.
Yeah,
So they
most
were
of-
all
anyway.
they were all had like the handmade kind of thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Or they
At
just
home birth.
mom was in the kitchen and just gave birth right there.
Crazy
Yeah.
man.
And the fact that he didn't quite go to an Ivy League school. These are things that can really destroy a man in the long run.
I'm never eating in this kitchen again. Damn it.
Where did he go to school? Whittier, I think. Anyway, go for it.
All right, Timmy and Paul. How many
Susie
people in the
Buffalo.
U.S. are killed by a shark every year on average? 1, 5, 10, or 12? 1, 5, 10, or 12? How many people in the U.S. are killed by a shark each year on average?
I think it's a relatively low number.
Paul doing his best shark impression at the moment.
He's like, there was 12 today in Australia.
It's like
Six died this afternoon.
I mean, we may not hear about it on the news as often, but I still don't feel like I hear about shark attacks more. I'm going to go with 5.
All right, final answer.
5.
All right, that is incorrect.
Can you
Guys,
ask the question one more time?
Yes. How many people in the U.S. are killed by a shark every year on average? 1, 5, 10, or 12? And 5 is out because Tim said 5, right?
Yep.
I would say 1.
Final answer. That is correct. Only one person.
Yep.
One person.
Yep.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I knew
I'll
it
go in the
We-
water
we-
with those odds.
No, you get here around springtime, and you know, we've got
Fatalities
one every
are
couple
very
of weeks.
rare.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
shark bites, shark attacks, things that people sometimes unfortunately live through. Those
Sharks
are a
will
little,
go
Yeah,
where
don't
the
they
food
usually
is.
let go? They usually bite and go, okay, this isn't filet
Gotta punch
mignon.
them.
Depends on the shark.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah. All right, Allie and Phillip, you guys ready? This is them, right, guys? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Venus flytrap is native only in this country. Brazil, United States, or Mexico? The Venus flytrap is native only in this country. Brazil, United States, or Mexico?
U.S. I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's a lot of them here. So,
That is correct. And Allie, it is your state too, I think. I think it's your state that has the
Oh,
most.
shit.
Yeah,
South
the most.
Carolina, really?
Yeah. If I remember correctly after reading it. It's somewhere there. All right. That's you guys. Testify was based on men in Rome court swearing to a statement made by swearing on their testicles. True or false?
Say it again.
Testify. Testify
The word
was based on men in Roman court swearing to a statement made by swearing on their testicles. True or false?
Oh God.
What the fuck?
Hey, I dug deep tonight for these questions.
I don't know. You think about this one too long, and you're not going to fare well. I don't think.
No.
True or
for it.
false? True or false?
Go, Paul.
I'm saying false.
Okay.
Final answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is incorrect. It is true. It is true.
Wow.
So
Testify.
testify came from testicles.
Yes, it was the Roman court. The statement was swearing by their testicles. So they were willing to swear that if they were wrong, you could cut them off.
Wow.
So that's crazy.
Whoa!
Wow. What a sacrifice.
I'm going to turn this bastard
That's-
on and
that's-
start.
I'm going to
getting
use that.
back
I'm going to use that at the next bar when I go to sitting at the bar. Hey guys,
That's
I got
a
one.
miserable collateral deal.
Whoa!
At the end of the
Alright,
day,
that's
you probably
hardcore.
got more truth than
I was
not.
going to say,
Yeah.
not a lot of people
I
are
mean-
lying.
Yeah, you ain't lying there. Yeah. All right, Allie and Phillip. What percentage of men say they love their cars more than their women? 15, 28, 38, or 40?
This is not my area of expertise.
Like, this
What
is gonna be
percentage of
high.
men say they love their cars more than women? 15, 28, 38, or 40? That's a fucked up question.
Al, this is something that I think you should probably weigh on because
9 seconds. 15, 28,
say
38, or 40?
28.
Which one? 28%? Final answer?
Yeah.
That is incorrect. Guys up there for the steal. 28 is gone. So 15, 38, or 40.
Over 9,000.
15, 38,
you're
or
right
40.
back, good people. I'm listening.
Go, Paul.
No, it's the top number. Top number.
40? Same 40.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah.
That is incorrect. 38%. That's sad, dude. That is
Aw,
sad. dude.
2%? Son of a bitch. I want half a point for that.
I had a girlfriend in high school that I had said that statement that driving a Ferrari is better than sex, and she didn't talk to me for 2 months after I said that. 2 months she didn't talk to me.
Wow.
All right, who's up?
Allison and Phillip.
All right, Allison and Phillip, are you guys ready? How many pounds of cereal does the average American eat? 10, 11, 12, or 13? How many pounds of cereal?
Oh, wait a minute. No, it goes to us.
It's you guys, yeah. It's you
okay,
guys.
ask
How
the
many pounds of
question.
cereal does the average American eat? 10, 11, 12, or 13?
Are they stoned? That's my.
And
That's
how
my
and
side
what
question.
period throughout their life?
That's over the course of their life.
Course of their life. How many pounds of cereal does the average American eat? 10, 11, 12, or 13? It's still a lot of fucking cereal.
12.
When they ask these questions, do they, say like, now, answer seriously, don't, screw around, like the one with the car, and it's just, wow.
I'm going with 12.
Final answer? That is incorrect. You guys for the steal. 12 is out. So 10, 11, or 13?
Whoa.
13 seems like the way to go on this one. That's just me.
All right, 13.
That is incorrect. 11 pounds of cereal.
Pound cereal.
I would be wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for my transgressions.
I fucking eat cereal.
How do you not know these things?
Yeah, what's the matter with you guys, man?
Crazy. I don't know, man. It's just,
Oh.
God knows I love my car more than I
can't believe this falls on these guys again. All right, Paul. If you get
I
this
can't
one
believe
wrong,
Google's been lying to us all.
if you get this one wrong, Paul, I don't know what I'm going to do
No,
with you.
it goes to Allison and Phillip.
Oh, you guys. Oh, that's right. Okay. The capital of Australia is Sydney. True or false? The capital of Australia is Sydney. True or false? You guys don't get to steal this
Poker
one.
face, Paul. Poker face.
True?
True or
True.
false?
I say true.
Okay. Final answer? That is incorrect. Paul, would you like to tell them what the capital? Or
Yeah,
the capital.
Canberra.
Yep.
Canberra.
Oh!
Stumper. It's a
Okay,
stumper.
well, all right, he deserved this one because who knows? There could be time zones, to Australians.
The really interesting part is that Canberra is actually part of New South Wales and Victoria. You can go both ways from.
Was it
that
Sydney
state.
at some point?
No, never was.
Never.
Sydney
Never.
was.
Sydney's just a cleaner
was-
city.
No, it isn't actually. Canberra is the cleanest city in our country. But from an architectural standpoint, Canberra, all their roads around, or like massive roundabouts, and all their highways and everything all come back into the city and out of the city. If you look at it from an aerial perspective as well, it's so cool, but it's so weird.
All right. Who's
Welcome
this?
to
Is you
Australia.
guys, Tim and Phillip. You guys ready? Tim and Paul. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Good luck, boys. The Tobacco Master Settlement Agreement was entered on November 23rd of what year? 1996, 97, 98, or 99? Master Settlement
I
Agreement.
feel like I'm supposed to know this.
96, 97, 98, or 99?
Something just says that.
So,
Really?
96, 97, 98, or 99?
I'm gonna go with the vaping expert up in the. When was it, Paul?
6 seconds. It's
You
96,
tell me,
97,
Tim. You
98,
should know
98.
this.
98.
Final answer?
Yeah.
That is correct. 98. Good job, Timmy. I didn't think you had a shot in hell.
I'll
with
never
that.
forget that ever. ever.
I'll never. I remember that day like it was yesterday, man. All right,
It
good
was
luck,
the
you two.
weirdest thing ever watching it roll out.
All right, super good luck, you two down there on the bottom with this one. Who has the most followers on Instagram? Is it Kylie Jenner, Rolando, Messi, or Gomez?
Selena.
Yeah, Selena. Who has the most followers on Instagram? Is it Jenner, Rolando, Messi, Gomez? Selena Gomez.
I haven't used my
I think-
Instagram account.
I think Selena Gomez. I don't know.
I'm a dick with these questions tonight.
Well, that's just wrong because you guys know that I don't do the Instagram even if I
I don't do the Instagram.
Four left.
I
4
don't know
seconds.
how.
It's just pictures, bro.
I'm just gonna say Selena Gomez. I don't know if that's right.
All right, final answer.
Sure.
That is incorrect. You two up there.
So Kylie Jenner,
Kylie Jenner,
Messi, or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
He's both 2 soccer players and a friggin' hussy.
Look at those wheels. Like I can see it.
I think, man, Messi is. I think Kylie's definitely up there, but I don't know. Messi, he's pretty big globally.
Messi
I'm gonna go with
and
Messi.
Ronaldo.
You think
All
it's
right.
Ronaldo? It's gonna. You think it's a soccer player?
All right, final answer.
What are we going with?
Yeah, which one are you going with?
This mod sucks. That's what I'm going.
Let's go with Messi.
All right, that is incorrect. It is Rolando. He is by a
Ronaldo?
landslide. Yeah, by a
would've said-
landslide.
I know
would
they're
say
both
Messi,
good,
too.
but
Yeah.
they're both iconic. Anyway. All right, we didn't get that one. Oh, well.
All right, who's up?
Garrett McGovern is Dr. Garrett McGovern is dying
All right.
somewhere on that one.
Yeah. All right, Allie and Phillip. On the TV show Seinfeld, what is Seinfeld's favorite superhero? Is it Batman, Superman, Captain America, or Green Lantern? What is his favorite superhero? Batman, Superman, Captain America, or Green Lantern?
I don't know because I don't like Seinfeld. Ugh. Like the only person I think that doesn't like Seinfeld.
We got to talk after the
shit.
show.
Shiksa.
She's a shit. Yeah, she is.
Well, I can't answer this one either off the top of my head. So what does that make me?
There you go. Pick one. Batman, Superman, Captain America,
I'm
or
gonna have
Green
to
Lantern.
say Superman.
Sure.
Final answer. That is correct. It is Superman. Superman's in every scene of Seinfeld in his house. There's always a scene of Superman. All right, Tim
Yeah.
and Paul.
Yeah.
What recording artist had the #1 hit for 16 decades in a row? Was it Madonna, Cher, Frank Sinatra, or Elvis? Had a #1 hit for 6 decades in a row. Madonna, Cher, Frank Sinatra, or Elvis? Tough fucking question.
For 6 decades.
Yeah, they had a #1 hit song for 6 decades.
In 6 consecutive.
yeah,
decades.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Sinatra.
Final answer.
Paul.
Yeah, it's only Sinatra or Elvis. That's it.
All right, which one are you going with?
Sinatra.
That is incorrect. You guys down there for the steal. Sinatra's
what?
out. Elvis, Madonna, or Cher? Elvis, Madonna, or Cher?
Oh, shit. That's a trick question.
It's 1, 2, 3.
I mean, Cher's
It
up
do-
there. And,
I was
Okay,
gonna
also
say-
it doesn't necessarily matter if it's a remake of the song, does it?
It
just-
wouldn't
it's
matter
just
as long
a
as it ranks.
As long as it was #1, and that
Okay,
had-
Sonny and Cher. I would say
Yeah.
Cher.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Cher is correct. That's crazy. She has had a
Yeah.
#1.
I didn't think of it from that because Sonny and Cher.
Yeah. All right.
Let's face it, Cher is,
this is
Allison and Phillip.
Allison and Phillip. What state is the birthplace of Kool-Aid? Is it New York, Ohio, Georgia, or Nebraska? The birthplace of Kool-Aid. New York, Ohio, Georgia, or Nebraska? Yeah. You guys are going to hate me after this show.
I do not know.
Let me rephrase. Has anyone ever given a rat's ass? No. I mean, I want to give it up for Nebraska. God knows they could use a win, but I mean,
The birthplace
Sorry,
of
Bruce,
Kool-Aid.
I love you.
New York,
Kool-Aid.
Ohio, Georgia, Nebraska.
Okay. Hunch Punch. Blah blah blah. University of Georgia, University of Nebraska, Lincoln. This is one of those things I can't really think through. Al, what do you think?
I say Ohio. I have no idea.
All right, that is incorrect. Ohio is out, guys. So either New York, Georgia, or Nebraska.
I'm gonna say Georgia.
Final answer. Paul's he's still thinking.
Sure.
Paul's
That
like,
is
what the hell
incorrect.
Kool-Aid.
Phillip, you should have went with your gut because it was Nebraska.
Wow,
Figures.
that's where Kool-Aid came from.
That's now you can use that later on in your life when
So they
someone
came up with the "Hey Kool-Aid"
You
guy.
know, there's a part of me that really hates like just guessing and being right because it doesn't count.
yeah,
Because I just wasn't right.
yeah.
Then again, yeah, maybe I should just. But Ohio is just as good.
You
All right.
gotta go. You gotta go with your gut. You gotta go with your gut, Phillip. You've been pretty accurate with your gut, and you've always gone the opposite way, and it's cost you points, buddy. It's cost you points. All right, the last question, and what is the score, Tim?
Well, there's no way we can tie. It is now 20-13. So this will just more or less just be a
Wow.
consolation answer. Yes,
Do I want to play it out so we can see how many we can tack on to the coffin? Yes, I do. Yes,
All
I
right,
do. No.
all right. Whose question
it
is
goes
this?
to us.
All right, you guys, good luck on this one. The United States, with the most lottery winner. Oh, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. In the U.S., which state has the most lottery winners? Indiana, California, New York, or Florida? Which state has the most lottery winners? Indiana, California, New York, or Florida? That's as fucking useless as knowledge as you can get right there.
Florida.
Final answer?
Sure.
Yep.
That is incorrect for the steal. And to put that extra nail in the coffin,
Put the nail in the coffin. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, what?
Indiana, California, or New York?
It
say
sounds a lot
Indiana.
like an Indiana.
It's
That
Indiana.
is fucking correct. And the champions, of tonight's trivia show.
Yeah.
Look at that. Hey, da 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 da. Hey.
21
So
to 13.
there
21
is-
to 13. We got slaughtered.
You got, yeah.
No, there's no slaughtering. There is only trivia night. God bless you all. But yes,
It's only
Whoop
useless
your ass.
trivia.
Oh well.
No,
Some of these questions were sideways. That's all I'm. Fuck you.
Well, I went heavy on useless knowledge this time. I said,
well,
all
the
right,
capital of Australia.
but yeah, I threw in some Australian questions because of Paul, and I threw in some vape questions. I figured, all right, let me throw some vape questions in here, and then a lot of useless knowledge. But I'm telling you, I'm telling you right now, I don't know if it's tomorrow or 5 or 6 or 10 years down the road, one of these questions is going to come up in your lifetime, and you're going to go, fuck yeah, Kool-Aid, yeah, that's fucking Nebraska.
I would
I had
never
no
have.
idea.
I would
The
never. have
okay, yeah,
picked
the
that.
answers that are
Never.
not subject to time or cannot be changed, with us bettering ourselves as human beings. Yes, like for example, the number of married men who are like putting out like I am available out on the internet.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that down a little bit.
Yeah.
Give
Maybe,
brother
maybe Parents Against Cheaters should happen next.
I mean, let's just say the number of people that watch porn is going to be inversely related to the number of people who end up in the hospital with sex act related
Hey.
injuries. You learn how the professionals do it, people.
Yeah, put it this way. I'm telling you that toilet question is going to come up someday, and you guys are just going to go, fuck yeah. You know how many people get hurt on a toilet every year?
That's just,
A lot.
A lot, damn it.
you'd be surprised.
I'm
Just don't-
wondering now. Does the bidet bite?
Hey, Laura.
Does it bite? Does the bidet bite or what?
Actually,
What's
that's
the fucking story?
a great fact to have if you have kids that fuck around in the bathroom all the time. You could throw that one at your kid and how many kids get hurt?
Can I tell everyone my bidet story?
Oh, hit us. Hey.
Here we go.
All right, so I'm a corn-fed white boy from America, so I was familiar with bidets in the sort of literary sense. You seen them, heard about them, never seen one, right? Never been anywhere. So in my previous job, I got a chance to travel to Singapore. So I get to the hotel in Singapore. It's this cool little boutique-y kind of, hotel room, nice bathroom and everything. So I go in there and I had to use the bathroom. So I'm looking at the toilet and I can't find the flusher button. Like, because we Americans, us U.S. Americans, we're used to the little, the flipper on the side of the bowl, but it didn't have that. I didn't, and I'm like looking around, and then I see all this signage all over the toilet bragging about how this is some environmentally, beneficial toilet with like low water consumption or some shit like that. And I'm like, okay, that's great, but where's the friggin' flusher? Because I gotta pee, right? So I go ahead and pee, and then so I'm looking, and I look down and I see this knob on the lower side of the toilet, like underneath, like you would only really like need to go down there if you were like sitting on the toilet. Now, of course, I'm blonde and the shit is not registering to me at that moment in time. But keep in mind, I can't find the flusher. I can't find the button to make everything go down. So I look down at this knob and I'm like, I don't know. Maybe this is some newfangled technology. Maybe you gotta turn the knob to make the toilet go down, right? So I lean over and reach down to go turn the knob. And as I turn it, I look up, and this little friggin' hose comes up from the rear side of the bowl, like, does one of these jobbers. And then all of a sudden, it just starts squirting me in the face.
Yeah.
So I'm getting bidet in the face, and I'm freaking out because I'm like, well, that's not how you flush the toilet. So I cranked the knob down, and I stood up, and then lo and behold, like 2 seconds later, there was the goddamn flush button on the wall. On the wall in the back, not even on the toilet anywhere. It was on the wall, and I'm like, "You son of a!" So anyway, I got bidet in the face in Singapore. So there you go.
Well, I remember the first time when I was a little older in Italy. I didn't realize where the thing was too, because they have the tanks are up high up on the ceiling, and then it's just the toilet. So I'm looking for the thing, and I can't find it. I see the chain, but I think can't be the flusher, this chain thing. I'm sitting there like, I finally gave up. I went to my aunt. I said, I want to flush the toilet, Tia, but I don't know how to flush it. And she's like, just pull the chain. I'm like, what? Oh, fuck. Well, you guys are the champs. You're the champs. You guys want to... Any speech, Phillip? You got a speech for your victory tonight?
Well, see, Allison's in a tough position, right? Because she had Martha as a teammate one show, she had Phillip as a teammate this show, and so now we're obviously going to be in the planning. Maybe a month from now, today, we got to have like the showdown, like the end all be all, best of 3 match. So Allison's going to have to go deep into the war room and decide who she wants to help carry her to victory.
No, I've got this. It's Tim. It's me, you, and Lindsay against Ali, Phillip,
and Martha.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we're gonna add a brain per team.
Add a brain to that. Yeah.
Yep. That means all phone a friend options are out. No phone a friend.
No phone a friend.
That could get not nice in a hurry.
No audience help.
Right?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Phillip. That
could get a little spicy. Like, this is all like fun here. We don't actually believe that we're smarter than you guys because we won.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Maybe we.
I think.
Trust me when I tell you, it was Martha was on the last. Who was it?
Martha.
Believe me, I am not smarter than that girl.
I kind of picture Lindsay as very, very competitive. So that
we need this. Smart. Yeah, that's why I'm calling in a team. Team member.
I can see her being. I can see her being very competitive. Like, extremely competitive.
Yeah.
Oh, I just want to thank everyone in chat who believed in me.
Exactly.
Thank you to everyone in chat.
You had to redeem yourself, Ali.
Had
Good
to.
work, guys.
Had to.
And
work,
and,
guys.
and they did it. They did it with a big bang. I mean, it
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
like
no,
one.
it wasn't like a squeaker. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It
no.
wasn't like a
What
one
was
or
the
two
final
point-
score again?
21-13.
21-13.
21-13. I'm sorry, I didn't hear one more. Oh, that's right, 20. Okay, got it.
21. You guys crested the 20.
I am just
the
proud
20
to be
20
part of a
question answer.
team, a winning team.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, ladies and
We
gentlemen.
got crushed.
And Al,
Yeah.
thank you for having me.
Yeah, man.
Wait.
Every so often, I'll just say Nebraska, and somehow
I'm telling you, Philip, it's going to come up. You're going to be in a supermarket. You're going to overhear a conversation, and Philip's going to turn around and go, "Fucking Nebraska, come on, man!"
my problem is my first instinct is like, what a dumbass question that is. Instead of actually thinking about, okay, we can eliminate that. Let's say,
I can see Philip turning around. Come on, everybody knows this. Nebraska,
it's
man.
just like, I wasn't alternate. It's like, I don't understand the question. I refuse to respond. But no, thank you very much for having
Oh,
me.
we loved having you guys here. Are you registered, Philip? Are you gonna try to speak? Try to hopefully get a shot at the FDA proposal. What is it? The new FDA
hearing?
Yeah.
My plan is, oh yeah.
How do you think they're going to go about choosing questions? I mean, I get they're probably going to try to choose some snowballs. And
You're gonna choose the easy one.
I have a theory on that one, but I don't, want to be all,
well, like for
I
you
don't wanna
guys,
be a negative Nancy or anything.
well, like for you guys, they know your names. They know who you guys are. I mean, it's like they're going to see Allie and just go right back. We already talked to her. We already talked to her. I mean, I just wonder how that process is going to go. I mean, because I'm sure they're going to get hit with a lot of fucking questions,
That can work two ways. That can work, for you almost as much as it. Let's just say it could go either way. That that could be a benefit.
Booney, yeah, there is a spot for us. There is one on there. So if you want to try to get your, honest to God, it wasn't there this morning when I looked. And now it's there. So if you are a consumer, you can register to be actually going to be seen, right? You're actually coming on screen to tell the question, I think.
Is that accurate? I don't know. But
I don't know how they're,
if you submit it
because we're
and they would
viewing
read
it.
or if
Oh.
I don't know if they would have you come in.
Yeah,
that would
maybe
be
not.
a mess if your sound's not right or whatever.
Oh, I would go
When we-
off.
when we
I would
did
go
the-
in.
When we did the
Well,
FDA
no.
meeting, we had to get on like an hour early to check like our sound and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's probably
To
just.
me, right. It sounds to me like they're going to take questions that they want to take, read them aloud,
Right.
and answer them. And whether or not, I mean, I in a world that made sense, that they would perhaps have a select few come on and ask their question live. But when it comes to just spur of the moment spontaneity and these things, they don't really seem to do that.
And I
They're
didn't
gonna
check. This is
selectively
open
pick
to
a few
everybody,
and say
right?
that They included us, but they're going to be softballs.
Yeah. This is open to people
But
outside
nonetheless,
of the
that
U.S. as well,
shouldn't
right?
discourage anyone from submitting.
Absolutely
their
not. Just
question.
be courteous. Don't
Yeah.
be nasty because they're not going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Be courteous and ask something that, well, let's just say, perhaps ask something that is A, relevant, and B, I don't know, yes or no questions are ill-advised.
Yeah, well, kind of think outside the box a little bit because they're going to get a lot of repetitive questions. So just try to be a little bit more creative with your question and just think outside the box a little bit. I think is what's going to get you on there. I think because they're going to see the same response.
Yeah, it's a good time to ask something that hasn't been asked before for sure.
Yeah,
I know there was a lot of questions that weren't answered because we just didn't have enough time. So I think that's a good opportunity.
And I think we get a lot. I think we'll get a lot further if you listen to Allison. Be respectful, be direct.
Yeah.
Use your spell check for the love of God.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Let's just say that these people aren't all as. They have some preconceived notions about the people who are pro vaping or pro tobacco.
Yeah, we're all
reduction.
in our mom's basements. That's what they think.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Yeah.
And I would love to find a really good way of just dispelling that little bit of nonsense, if you will.
Yeah. Well, I hope they at least say the name of the person who's giving who sent the question, and not just read out the question. I guess it really doesn't matter, but at least it gives us a general idea of who they picked. Because if they just read out questions without letting us know whose question that was, I think that will make it look bad on them because, like you say, they're picking some snowballers.
Yeah, they just made those up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and buying the bank that owns Brian King's mortgage seemed like it was over the top, so I'm not going to do that.
I think it's a good idea.
It just seemed a little showy for me.
Is it? I didn't look at Allie, but is this? Can Paul register for this being outside of the U.S. or does it matter? I didn't see anything.
I didn't
Yeah,
notice, but
I can because I'm a U.S. resident as well.
That's right.
so-
Well, you're a U.S. resident, so you do have to be a U.S. resident. But I guess you can still watch, right? Or are they not letting people outside the U.S. see the show?
No, I've
it's
already
Is it-
registered.
it's free and open to the public, accessible by computer or phone. I think you just have to register, but I don't think it's. I don't
No,
see
Yeah,
it.
because
I've
you have to
already-
put if you're going to be a watcher. So they're only
I've
letting the
already,
selected.
I've already registered.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, because I was wondering about that because then you have to fill out that second part with your name and your address and your phone number and all that other nonsense. So I was wondering
Yeah,
if it was available to
the-
outside the U.S.
Well, the really interesting part is 2501 is actually registered in the United States as a U.S. business as well. So, and it's registered there as a development and consultancy company. So, yeah, good luck
Yeah.
in
Yeah, that'll be
pushing
good.
me out.
Yeah, it'd be good. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully they at least you get to see who put the question because that's kind of I'm kind of curious now to see how they're going to go about that whole thing and how they pick questions and
Well-
and the names. Like I said, they know these and they know the names. They see us all on Twitter. They know who's fighting and who. Like for instance, I don't see them accepting a question from Grim Green. I don't. I think if they see Grim Green's name or Nick on there, I think they skim right past it. I don't think they give him that. I don't think they give him the time, or anyone
don't
like
know.
Allison. Or
Well, I
Right.
think that, okay, perhaps that might be true, but I also think it is more likely that they will feel obligated to take a question from Allison or Greg or someone who's taking the time to set up a meeting. And let's face it, that meeting with Brian King was extremely well done, very civil as any
Yeah.
could be, and a great many questions. They were all, they were not attacking him, and no one attacked him. We were giving him, the opportunity to speak, and speak he did. And there was not, as far as I'm concerned, there was not one instance where there was a true feeling of him being taken by surprise or anything. Everything was right there in front of him, and he chose to answer in the way he answered. So bravo to that. And I think that, I mean, let's just say I don't know. I doubt very much they know who I am. I'm working on it.
Oh, they
But
know.
that said,
oh, they
no,
know. who you
I
are.
just think it's important that we do our best to ask the questions that we've been asking. Just phrase it in a way that don't let them see you coming.
Yeah.
How's that?
And you can fight that, buddy, because that's a government website or government Twitter account. They can't block you. It's against regulations, right, guys? I think politicians, government offices, buildings on Twitter cannot
You would
block.
think so. I think Phil is still blocked
really?
by the U.S. Surgeon General.
I don't think they're allowed to do that.
I'm blocked by.
Well, you're an Aussie. You don't count. I'm kidding.
No, but I mean, I don't know what the rule is, but
Yeah, I don't
I've
think the
heard that
government-
it is. And I also heard that government agencies aren't something.
They're not. Yeah, they're not.
How
you're
they're
government-
not allowed to tweet, and then they have to amend their tweet via tweeting a correction as opposed to tweet. Something like that.
Yeah, that's shocking.
Here in Australia, if we're blocked by a government body or person, it can't be unblocked unless they do it. We get silenced here day after day after day for what we do and what we say. Yet, if I go after someone in the US space and they try and block me or put me in timeout for some stupid reason, I can ask for that to be amended quite quickly. It's different rules for wherever you're playing the game.
Wait, when you say they, you mean like the Therapeutic Goods Administration, drugs, like the TGA?
No. I'm talking specifically like the medical community here that don't like me. I'm talking specific senators. Oh, well, they're elected politicians here.
Yeah.
Members of parliament, members of government, and they block you. And I just laugh at it. I said, it's complete and utter bullshit.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. There it is. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Rogue's 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think, from what I understood, is if you're a political, if you're in politics or a government entity, you can't block a U.S. citizen on Twitter unless you're an asshole, I guess, and cussing and threatening to kill somebody or something like that.
Think about it this way: why would a government entity, scrutinized government entity at that, take the time to block somebody? Let's talk about an account, a government account like the FDA or tobacco account that has.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many people follow that account. 100,000, 200,000, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the truth is, why would they take the time to? Why would they put themselves out there to be ridiculed by blocking someone when they can mute someone and no one is ever the wiser? Yeah. I guarantee you, Stan Glantz has muted every single account on Twitter. There's not one account out there that he hasn't muted. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he's still.
Well, you know what makes me laugh is Parents Against Vaping's tweets, because I love going on there because I know I'm going to see us. I don't see anybody answering in it. It's us. It's just us. And you see very few likes, maybe one or two. But then if you look at the comments, it's always like 50. And I'm like, 50? I got to get in there and look what's going on. And it's just us. It's just us. The whole thread is just us.
This is how I learned about the term the ratio. And they don't really. What absolutely baffled me today, I have to just say this one thing. The fact that Chris Cuomo is granting an interview to Dorian Furman, the woman who was on the 1A show with Cliff Douglas. Excuse me. Cliff Douglas, and actually tried to convince everyone that EVALI was still something that nicotine vapors needed to worry about. This woman, and thank God, I'm very grateful to Cliff for actually just cutting her right the hell off and letting her know that is just false and irresponsible to say such a thing. Yeah. What is really amazing to me is that you have Chris Cuomo, someone who, in my opinion, was a bully all throughout all of his days at CNN. He was a bully, and he was not someone that exuded an amount of character and tact and someone who listened to all sides. He was just somebody who threw it down your throat, and never was there a better example than his quote debate with Greg, because Greg was polite, and he gave people the gist, the facts of the situation, and he was trying to find new and interesting, preferably really deplorable ways to win an argument that was actually not to be won. It was something that was supposed to be a proper discussion. And he's actually having Dorian Furman from Parents Against Vaping. His ratings as a journalist, as a attraction have never been lower. So he's having Dorian Furman on so they can talk e-cigarettes. How do you think that interview is going to go?
Yeah. That's the So What family, though. Come on now.
Yeah, the So What, yeah. So, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if this has ever happened, but has the FDA ever just said, I mean, it would be great if this would happen, but just actually have a sit down with the industry and bring fucking Parents Against Vaping, tobacco, bring all those people and just together, just the bigwigs in our industry, the bigwigs in the ain'ts and the FDA, sit down and go through the science. I think it would be great. It would be great. I know it'll never happen.
I'm tempted to say we should go ahead and much like to hear Turk, I think that parents versus vaping, they are just, they are loud, they're obnoxious, and the more we try to correct the direct that they spread, the more attention they get.
All right,
And
Phillip.
I kind of think that
Let me ask you, how many people, what percentage of those people over at Parents Against Vaping do you think actually know the stats that they're sharing? Understand. Understand.
Zero.
I think the best way to see that is if you remember when the doctors that show featured a debate with Dr. Michael Siegel, and then they had Meredith Berkman, and oh my goodness gracious, what's his name? The source of all things that are completely anti nicotine tobacco. What's his name? Matt Myers from Campaign. Yes. Michael Siegel was he was beside himself at the things that were coming out of their mouths. He was very forthcoming and said things like, Meredith Berkman is like, we're trying to protect children from the predatory practices of big tobacco. And he's like, well, then you should be really happy that the FDA has just authorized a tobacco flavored e-cigarette. You should be thrilled. Of course she's not. So we really understand that what these people are advocating, what they're after is a complete prohibition or abolition, as Ruth Malone would say, of nicotine, period, except for when it's, in the form of a lozenge, patch, or gum.
Well, the reason I asked that is because it just their tweet today makes absolutely no fucking sense at all, because it's like, are they not communicating with the FDA and the CDC? Why would they post this epidemic again with children, knowing that those facts are out there already, and it's already been said that Brian King himself said it in front of all of us on their talk, that it was lower. And yet
that's actually a good question for Allison. Allison, do you think they do that because they know that they will raise the ire of advocates for tobacco?
Yeah, I think everything they do is triggering. I think they try to trigger us, and I also think that, I mean, you saw the PAVE webinar. Can we still use the word epidemic? They want that word to stay alive, and they're trying to keep pushing that narrative because someone will believe it. Unfortunately.
We all know, tobacco, big tobacco scientists, or PMI, any of those tweets from whether it be from a Philip Morris employee or Philip Morris itself, those are going to be scrutinized to the teeth. Whereas tobacco control advocates or tobacco control zealots, they can tweet anything they want, and it will go unanswered. I think some of these in some of these cases we should really think about whether or not letting it die a silent, slow, unnoticed death is the better.
So basic, just
for false information.
I guess. I mean, you really don't want us not going on there and just destroying that thread, because of the fact that we know some people are seeing this for the first time and may decide to go, oh, look at this thread. There's 50 comments in this thread. Let me read it. And I think that helps. I mean, for us just to stop not going to their account and not commenting, I think would probably be a bad thing, because they probably do get a lot of first timers that say, oh, wow, epidemic, what? And then click on it and then, just go on their facts and statistics and not, see us.
I think a lot of our time on Twitter
that are looking at that are looking for that or following that, are not listening or
taking
our comments into consideration anyway.
Well, when
there are harm reduction advocates, for safe supply, for decriminalization of substances, things of that nature, like Dr. Ryan Marino, or several people that have a lot more followers than they ever will, who we could be talking to about the benefits of these products, as opposed to just yelling at PAVE for being, a sensationalist and wrong.
Yeah, but Phillip, here's the kicker. When I was told about this 6 months ago, and PAVE and CTFK, all right, for that matter.
Well, let me say there's a difference between PAVE and campaign.
They're still funded by the same group.
Well,
Okay?
I know. I'm just saying
Right.
that the number
But-
of people who are going to see
but-
those things is
but-
different.
Here's the kicker. They actually wanted to try and trademark the word epidemic. Are you
Trademark.
kidding me?
They got way too much fucking money if they want to try to do that kind of shit.
Trademark
Well,
the word epidemic.
Correct.
Yeah, that's insane.
Interesting.
It's kind of like saying you want to trademark the word magnitude. It's
Yeah.
Correct.
kind of
Yeah.
you don't get to do that. I mean,
Yeah.
you
No.
Well, what I like is the fact that I do like with their posts. If I was a first timer, maybe it's just me, but when I see DR in front of someone's name, I pay a little bit more attention to whatever that person is writing. I mean, that's just common. I mean, he's a doctor, so you automatically, you put a little bit more into what this person has written than say, just to rate John Truncali, is in this thread. I mean, I might read it, but I'm probably most likely going to scroll down to where I see doctor, PhD. And that's why I'm kind of glad to see that, what's his name is always in their thread correcting them. Gardner. Yeah. So, I mean, that's a good thing. I don't know if I'm like,
make it easy.
yeah. I don't know if it's just me, but that's how I am. If I see doctor, PhD, or I don't know, a professor or whatever, I'm more than likely going to read what that person has written than say the average person on that thread.
some of the most impressive threads, featuring, statistical epidemiological evidence to counteract bullshit on the internet have been authored by people who are PhDs but don't actually have that in their Twitter handle, like James Heathers, Nick Brown, who's in Spain. And Nick Brown is actually, I believe, one of James Heathers. He mentored James, and James isn't on Twitter as much anymore, which breaks my heart because God, he's just such a brilliant, nasty, glorious bastard. And he would appreciate that. I think.
Yeah, except Sand.
But no, he's very. Let's say he's prickly, but he's right often enough to where
that
he
guy.
He's earned that right.
He can have doctor,
also,
PhD. He could say Harvard graduate. Fuck that guy.
Just say there are a couple of doctors out there that are, perhaps milking that designation a bit to, they're not. Let's just say the ones that are, actually after, not so much truth as, they're trying to, discern what is and what cannot be inferred from the evidence, in hand. And that's important. You can't make a sweeping statement. This is good. This is bad.
Yeah.
You can make incremental statements saying, this is better. This is much better. And people who decide to, assume we are all in our mother's basement, even if I am, goddammit. That's poor form all around. So we should probably make it a point to try and do better.
Yeah, I think it's just funny because it just seems they just have the rotating tweet from them. It's just like there's no thought in it. They just have like they're rotating same shit every time. It's like it's like, okay, like I joked on their tweet, what's next? Are you gonna it seems like it's the same three things. Popcorn lung, epidemic.
Popcorn.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I think that's the next one in the rotation. I'm sure it is. Because it seems like they have a little rotation there at Pave that just kind of go through.
I'm upset about that.
It's crazy.
Australia, every single second
is about popcorn.
document there is popcorn lung. That's one. Two, right?
Oh, you're freaking me out, man.
The next one. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Dave's not here, man.
Dave's not home.
The second one that they're using here in Australia, and they've taken it completely out of context, right? Yes, we do know that some flavors will create acetonin, but they've gone and said that there's nail polish remover in all of our liquids, right? For a start, acetone. That doesn't exist. The third part that they're getting into, and this pisses me off so hard, right, is now that we're manufacturing liquids here in Australia with ethylene glycol. Excuse me? What the?
Why can they blatantly lie like that?
It doesn't
Well,
seem to make a lot of
they-
just intuitive sense, does it?
They can here in Australia for some reason, and we're the petri dish, okay? Because Australia were the people that introduced the plain packaging laws, okay, and then rolled it out to whichever country got on board. But Australia and Canada seem to have this connection somehow at the even at the university level, and I've seen it myself personally. They seem to have this little backdoor pathway with information and how they want to play the game. But Australia has always been the petri dish for some of the most stupid policies that have been handed out across the world. It's horrifying to watch. And me, as a scientist, I sit here and I scratch my head. I was even told by one of my professors not long ago that... Yeah, okay. Point taken, Mallory.
Mallory.
Point taken. Now I need a fucking attic and a fucking basement.
Yeah, we got to head on out. But yeah, I always pay attention to that page. And what I notice, well, it's overwhelming how many comments they get to how many actual hearts they have to a lot of their posts. Because they only average, from what I'm seeing, 3 to 12 hearts actually on every one of their posts. But yeah, there's always a good majority of us commenting in their post. The post the comments outdo a month's worth of fucking likes.
The science community here in Australia is so tainted now, it's not funny.
Yeah, I know.
And
Paul.
when you look at the numbers of what the pharmaceutical industry puts into the TGA, which is 96% of funding, we're behind the 8 ball. And then behind the 8 ball, and then behind the 8 ball, and then behind another 8 ball.
Yeah. All right, guys,
And
we got to go, Paul. I love you, but we got to go. We're running out of.
Love you guys. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go get a McDonald's cheeseburger and celebrate my big win.
Yeah. There you go.
Don't forget
Just
don't forget to go
one.
supersize. Go supersize. You want that bigger
Well, I have
soda.
to go by the bank first and see if I have sufficient funds. Hey, thanks everyone. I appreciate you having-
Don't get hurt on the toilet before you go.
Yeah, you remember remember your toilet knowledge. All right, guys.
I
Everybody,
make no promises and I apologize for nothing.
I slipped
Thank
and
you
fell
all.
in the toilet. No, thank you, Allie. Thank you, Phillip, Tim, and Paul. Great show, guys. Thank everybody in chat, and we will see everybody next week. Back to advocacy next week. Back to advocacy.
All right.
Good night.
Right.
Where's that
Cheers.
button? Where's that button? There it is.